Gran
It all
Turismo.
works. How are you guys doing tonight?
Good.
Good.
It's okay. You came Filipino time. I came ahead of you by a little
I thought
bit.
Maria was going to be
and I'm
late
like, yes!
she was out
Because
with
I was
her-
out with girlfriends. And
She
I'm
was
like,
out-
I'm
Okay.
coming home.
All right, I don't feel so bad anymore.
All right, I'm going to press the magic button.
Yeah, you made me look good.
What's the magic button?
This one.
Ready, set,
Let's go.
Go!
Let's go. This is where we groove. Cody, your dance.
I just hear Bob.
There's the bobbing.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
we're
all the
popping.
extent of our party on Friday night.
And we are live. Hi, everyone. I am Nick.
And I'm Maria.
And we have
Harold.
No More Bricks.
Better move than you tonight. And
But
tonight,
today, our special
What's up,
guest
guys?
is
Studlake,
Studlake,
a.k.a. mad-bricks.com.
a.k.a. Cody.
Lots of AKs there.
Cool.
Nice.
Welcome. Friday night.
Welcome to Full of Bricks, Season 6, Episode 21. And today is March 30th, 2025.
Last day.
Last day of
May.
May. Oh, did I say March?
Whoa. I'm like,
Whoa.
I would like to go back to March. You know, that's what before we paid the taxes.
Oh. And today, our special guest is Mr. Studlake. How are you doing this Friday night, Cody?
Very good. Glad to be done with the work week. Doesn't mean the
Yes.
work ends because we got Brick World coming up, but
Oh,
no, I'm
yes,
feeling
yes.
good
Minor
tonight.
detail. I mean, there's still 10 days to that, right? What's the countdown now?
Are you counting to the Wednesday or
Wednesday.
to the...
To the Wednesday.
But some people are even going like on the Monday.
Well, I can't help them. So 7 days. 7 days.
I think I'm 11 days from when I'm arriving.
Okay.
You're arriving
Okay.
on the Tuesday?
The Thursday.
Yes.
Oh,
Tuesday.
Oh, Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Where are
Yeah.
we? Oh, right. Sorry. I already stopped counting this weekend. It's like negated. I know that's not a good thing. Gotta live through the week.
No, we
But
need
yes,
all the
the-
days we can get. We need all the days we can get. We'll get
Especially
there.
at a Friday. No, for sure. Especially the weekends.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Harold's not going to be there this year.
Again.
Yeah, again.
Next year.
Next
We
year.
can't even tease yourself that he might make a special appearance. No. Kill that.
No.
Randomly
Okay.
show up.
But let's get into our first segment before
Well,
we
let's say
get
hi
too
to some
cozy.
people in the
What?
chat.
Okay, fine.
We have Brick Dynasty.
Hey.
Can't wait for
Hey.
this.
What's up, Ken?
Rob Claxton, how you doing?
Hey.
And none other than Pocket Master.
Pocket Master.
Dance.
Well, you want us to dance moves.
You better dance.
You'll see the
Yeah.
dance moves at Brick World.
There you go.
So we'll go into our first segment.
Sounds good.
Ooh. We haven't heard
Which
this one in a while.
Is getting to know
So thanks so
Studlake.
much for coming in as a brand new guest. Like
Well,
Harold
we did.
said.
Well, yeah, I guess you did too. We did kind of meet at Brick World Chicago.
Very briefly at
during-
Brick World. It was pretty wild.
but not
There's
on our
lots
show.
of people in and out, but yeah,
Yes.
not on
Oh,
the
it
show.
is.
Not on the show yet.
It was during the ACOB
Mm.
release party,
Yeah, that
Yep.
was cool.
and
That was fun.
the
I can't wait to do
the
it
brief
again.
The brief meeting I had with you was like, "Here's
Hey.
your set."
Thank you.
Thanks.
Did we get two? Did we get
Thanks.
two? Yeah, let's get two.
No,
Here's
no
your
one.
set next.
Yeah.
Here's your set.
And
Next.
that was as brief as it got. So hopefully this year it might be 5 seconds
No, I'm
longer.
looking forward to this year because now like I feel like there's a lot more familiar faces. It's gonna be a
Okay,
lot
good.
more chill, I think, this time.
No,
Was
that's
that your
good.
first Brick World Chicago last
Yeah.
year?
Yes, that was my first one, so a lot of it was putting faces to names
Oh,
and
man,
trying to make
yeah.
sure that I knew who I was supposed to know. And I think this year it's gonna be a lot easier
Relax,
going in for sure.
chill.
Yeah.
Was that your
yeah.
first convention in general?
Yes.
Or have
this
you
was-
been-
yeah, that was the first Lego convention I've ever been to.
Man, how much do you like Lego?
A lot. and
How
not
was
like
that
not to go to a
background?
convention, that's for sure.
Yeah.
How was the experience for you last year?
It was really good. I got in through the ACOB guys. I watched them in 2023 go through it all. I've been into Lego basically my entire life. I've been watching Lego YouTube for I
Ever.
think since 2016, 17 is probably
Oh,
when I
geez.
first really got in.
During our gray
Um,
age, Nick.
That was
So,
just when
honestly,
Harold
it
and I
was me
first
coming
loved.
out of my gray age too. I mean,
Oh, wow.
I'm kind of right there with you. Really, the Star Wars
Yeah.
sequel movies kind of, I never got fully out, but I stopped buying for a while. But I kind of got back in around that time with YouTube going. So ACOB was kind of my in, kind of knowing those guys.
Your voice
Honestly, the doing the set for them was kind of my excuse of having something to do at Brick World. So I wasn't just like going just to hang out. I was like, oh, I kind of have something I have to do. It was just kind of my excuse of like, at the very least, I'm doing this there.
Yes.
And that kind of made me feel okay enough about it in my head to just go by myself, not really knowing anyone.
Yeah.
But yeah, last year was the first for me.
But then I guess like once you kind of gone to know the people, you just became like a one big hangout.
Yeah, I mean, everything that you've heard, from everyone is true. Is you just kind of show up and you find your group. I mean, there's so many people there. We're all there for the same reason. You're gonna find somebody that you click with out of the 1,500 people that are there for private days.
Right.
It's everyone's very welcoming. It's easy to find your way in. Yeah, I mean, even Pockets is a great example as well. He was one that was just, we saw him in the chat every so often, and he just kind of showed up with the crew, and we're like, "Who are you?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm Pockets Master in the chat, or Pockets Runner in the chat." And we're like, "Oh, okay, we know you. We know your comments, and now we have the face, and that's all it took." And we were hanging out all week.
I know I guess the first time going to a convention, it's like summer camp. You don't really know anyone, and you're just like, you're kind of nervous, and then kind of show up like, hey.
But then the second time,
oh, you're
like,
taller than
I know.
I brought my sunscreen, and I know what shorts to wear and what swim days.
Yeah, the second time going.
Yeah.
So.
For sure.
So you're there for the Tuesday until the Sunday?
Yeah, I'll be Tuesday to Sunday this year. I think last year I was Wednesday to Sunday technically. So I added one more day on the beginning this year.
What are you gonna do on the Tuesday?
Just relax, chill, use the pool without other people.
A lot of people didn't even know there was a pool. I went to the pool last year.
Yeah, I went to the gym every day. I love it.
It's in a secret spot kind of underneath.
Absolutely.
So I mean, I guess it makes sense you can miss it.
I remember like being on the treadmill and there's like two guys trying to float their Lego boats on it.
I think there's a competition maybe.
Yeah.
Yes, but I think they were there to practice. Before. It was like 7 a.m. I'm like, who are these guys? Like they were hardcore.
Yeah. They're dedicated.
So I guess you got like a room at the Rennie?
I did. This year I was on. Last year I was on. I got my Wednesday to Sunday. But like I wasn't there like right when it dropped. I like waited a little bit. But this year I was like, as soon as it opened, I was in. I got my ticket. I got my Tuesday to Sunday, and I was done.
This was our error where we're like in Salt Lake City for another Lego convention, and we're like, who's gonna book this early? 2 days like, sold out.
I know.
Are you kidding me?
We just heard
Tuesday is so hard.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then we keep checking to see if rooms open up.
We're now in a private undisclosed hotel just down the road, maybe by Costco. So
I might have stayed there last year for a night actually.
Okay.
I think I was over by Costco for a night last year.
Yes. I mean, there are a ton of hotels around Costco. So again, undisclosed location, right?
So our first year,
it's fine. You're close enough.
Yeah.
Our first year, we weren't at the Rennie. We were at
an undisclosed location.
I think the Hyatt. And
you're giving it away.
And then we were just kind of commuting back and forth. But we found that being at the Renaissance last year was so convenient. Just being able to just
you do get caught up with it. Like, I mean, even trying to get to your room, you're like, hey.
Yeah,
and it's like an hour later, you're like, where were we supposed to go again?
Yeah.
All right.
We got a Filipino party.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to like again see all the faces, and again we're now coming for our third year, so there's even more of an ease. We're like, if this was high school, we'd be like what, seniors? Like what is third?
Juniors.
We're juniors now. Okay,
where'd you grow up in?
Canada. That would be like grade 11. I don't know what that is.
So what is your origin story, your Lego origin story?
I first got into it when I think I would have been 3.
I was gonna say 4,
Really?
Yeah,
Hey,
but
Was it
okay.
the Duplo sets back then, or straight?
not
straight
with
to Lego?
Duplo. I was straight to Lego because '99 the Star Wars sets came out, and that was our foot in the door.
And it was really your dad who got it for you because he wanted the
Yes,
set.
so he
Yeah.
had sets when he was a kid. But yeah, he grabbed all that Star Wars stuff, and that was kind of our foot in the door for the beginning there. And ever since, I mean, I've got 2 younger brothers, I've got a younger sister, so it was all over the house
All
for our
Lego.
entire lives.
Yeah.
My dad actually he resold Lego on eBay from very very early eBay days.
Wow.
So we always had a lot in the house. I mean, people see, our setups, your setups, and they can clearly see that we're Lego people, right? That's how our house was looking as well, back then, really from the jump. But so yeah, I've been in it basically my whole life. Like I said, I had a little bit of a gray age, into high school. You got other things going on, but luckily I never got rid of everything, and I still had like my
sale-ed.
Yeah, none of that. Because again, my brothers and my dad were into
Yeah,
it as
yeah,
well.
they were still into
So
it,
that helped. That was like, okay, well, they're still kind of into it, so I'm not fully out, and I still kind of had my finger on the pulse. But then, when the Star Wars sequels came back and Star Wars was doing the whole push, like in the stores, like the retail side of it, that kind of pulled me back in. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Miss those days actually.
They were so much fun.
Just waiting in line, just talking about Star Wars,
dude. When
how old you
when the Clone Wars in 2008 came out, that first wave, I mean, we went to Toys R Us at midnight. We got all of them. It was so much fun. Yeah, it was fantastic.
Is your parents' house setup still Lego-y?
Yeah, I mean, it's basically like you got your little city, right? Like you got your modulars, lots of sealed stuff though. Lots of sealed, again, because there was that resale aspect. But over the years, I mean, it's gotten the resale game has changed obviously nowadays. With everyone kind of realizing, the value there.
Gold versus Lego. Do I buy my nugget?
Enough of those articles came out.
Do I open this or keep it sealed?
Now, because I mean, you used to be able to walk into like KB Toys and you'd see, 50 of one set for 70% off. But nowadays, everyone sees that and it gets scooped. So
they scoop it up.
But
Even
we're all very much in it still.
So does your dad now have a Bricklink store or just eBay?
He does not. Still just a little bit on eBay. He's definitely slowed down from how it used to be. But no, he's still got it going.
And your siblings are still into it, or you are the very unique one?
Are you the most?
The most.
I am the most. My youngest brother is still very much into it. And then the middle brother is probably the least into it, but he's really into Disney though. So like when he saw the Luxo lamp, like that really lit up. He has the Disney castle. I think he pretty much has all like the Disney like minifigures, like not like any of the doll stuff. Like he'll get like the animals.
What's wrong with the dolls?
He just doesn't think that the hair stays on good enough. It always falls off whenever he plays with it.
I was a bit skeptical too. And the sister?
But no, definitely a family thing. My sister, probably the least out of everyone, but still she's got a little bit of that Disney bug, like the Lilo and Stitch stuff coming out. Like that's really grabbed her. She was really into the Animal Crossing stuff when that first came out as well. So the whole family is really into it.
You're unique because you are at that age where yes, you're a young guy, but your entire family has sort of like been into it, right? Versus we have, of course, guests and they're into it, but not necessarily like either growing up with it or if they did, they're that solitary, I'm into Lego, nobody else is. So you're unique in that sense, which sure you may not think you're unique, but
and like that was before, last year and a half or 2 years when I did get into the online community myself. Like that was my community, was my siblings and my
Mhm.
dad. Like we were
You had
we
no
were the only
choice.
ones that talked to each other about the Lego stuff. It was just us.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So we kind of just
No, that's cool.
perpetuated through that over the years, and it's carried us through.
I just say it just because, again, like we have 3 boys and
Mhm.
we got into Lego, I want to say because of the oldest one, but
Okay.
we're the ones
Yeah.
he's the one that was manically into it. Our other kids, they walk into
They're in their dark age now.
they walk in, they're
Okay.
like, yeah, we live in a house of Lego, big deal to them,
Yeah.
right?
They're not
Like,
into it anymore.
we're
What am I
gonna
gonna do with all
play-
this in the future?
We're gonna be on the Switch. They're playing video games upstairs right now.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
we just-
I have 3 kids myself. I have two daughters and a son. The oldest is 4. So now they're into it. But
oh my god, it's like
we'll see.
Lion King,
We'll see how that goes.
where you're giving the first set now to your 3-year-old. Everything that the light touches is yours.
I know. Does grandpa be like, oh, we have more?
God, more people.
Well, that's the
love
thing is
Lego.
everyone wants to give them Lego because the family's all into it. It's like, do they have this one yet? Well, yeah, that's a under $20 set. Of course, we already have that one. We just threw that one in the cart at Target. So it's all
But
over
you
the
being
house.
into Lego, you don't mind doubles because then
Exactly.
You can,
I'm fine, and yeah, if they
That's
ever
true
don't want
fan.
it down the line, it'll come into my collection. That's perfectly
you're like
fine with me.
battle pack.
Yeah,
Sure.
10, whatever. Give it
Yeah.
to me. More bricks.
Exactly.
Better. Oh, that's funny.
So how did you then get into the online community? Kind of talk
Yeah, probably Ryan, but maybe Jang. Very early on, I just came. I was my other hobby is fish keeping, like
Oh.
freshwater aquarium fish. So that's how I got into YouTube to start.
Okay.
And then I think I just ran across Lego videos thanks to the algorithm over time. And yeah, I think like 2016, 2017 is kind of when I got into just watching. And then I think the other aspect of the online for a lot of people anyways is getting into Instagram, because obviously that's where a lot of us kind of live online and share. I don't think it was probably until like 2021 maybe that I got into the Instagram community.
Okay.
But I think that was probably I would consider that like the beginning of when I consider I actually got into the online Lego community was probably then, just because I was a lot more in tune with that side and what everyone was doing.
And what were you posting back then?
I mean, just little pictures here and there. I think I still have some of the older posts that I haven't archived still up on my Instagram account. But I don't know, nothing crazy, just enough to get some sort of presence, so that it's not just like, the classic Instagram account where it has a Lego profile picture and then maybe like one post or 0 posts, and it's like, well, this might be a person, maybe not.
Yeah.
But like I want to do enough just to be
Placeholder.
like, hey, there's someone actually here.
Yeah. When did you finally make your face reveal?
It would have had to been ACOB. I think so. I went to Sean with the Box of Boys set idea, and we worked on that in the background for a while. I think I was on a few calls with him, and then I believe that the reveal of that was my
Your face
first
reveal.
stream. Yeah, my face reveal. Yeah,
Double reveal.
So many.
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
So let's talk about that. You have your own. It's your own company, Matt Black.
Yes. Yep. My own business. So this business I set up directly to release that set. I wasn't doing anything with it previously,
I see.
but we needed a way to distribute. And
How did you come up with the name?
It wasn't my first pick. I wanted something that would stick in your head. I first went to names that were more regional to me. So I'm from Wisconsin. I live in Green Bay. So I was trying to find something kind of location based, but all those were taken by either Lugs
Cheesehead.
or whoever. Yeah, that kind of stuff. So I don't know. This is what I landed on. I wanted something that I could maybe market and brand decently well. It's got bricks in the name, which I know everything has.
Black's your
I
favorite
got
color, I'm
Studlake in
assuming.
my name, bricks and studs are in everything, but it's what I went with, and I guess it's what I'm stuck with now. So there's no turning back.
Because matte sounds like glossy or matte, right? Is that the
yes
kind of the idea?
Yeah. So matte black. I mean, it's a cool color.
It's a cool
Everything
color.
is clearly branded around.
It's a color,
around
matte black.
It's
What
like
the-
I didn't even know.
it's like the Lakers.
No, I
didn't-
that I want.
I
and
didn't think
can't
of
find.
it together as a color, matte black.
Yeah.
I thought it was just matte.
Name, color.
I thought it was matte, black bricks. So there's like black
What's the color?
bricks. I don't know.
What the heck, Nick?
But now it makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't know colors. Like, I guess.
Well, the I don't have it on here. The MBB looks so nice on the sleeves of my shirt. So that,
Let's see.
Yeah.
we're gonna go with that. Yeah, I put
Yeah.
that on the sleeves, nice and
Nice.
short.
I like
It's
the
not in your
purple.
face too much. Yeah, and who doesn't love purple?
So that's cool. Have you always been making mocks?
Not always. I was the kid that would build the set and put it on the shelf at 6,
Yes.
7, 8 years old and never touch it again.
Yes.
Like ever, everything always
Oh,
stayed
wow.
together.
That's mature
just how
for
it
like a
always
kid.
was.
Yes.
Because usually the kids Frankenstein.
Because
Yeah.
that was my
Figures.
struggle with my kid.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, yeah,
I
that's
have,
what my siblings would do, and I would
Oh.
always fight against that. So I don't know.
Me too.
I don't know if that
I didn't have
played into
siblings.
it,
I was
but-
fighting with my kid.
Yeah,
But
Harry
I
does
don't know,
that.
my-
He just built the set and like that's it. I was like,
And
oh,
he displays.
Oh, he puts it on
I
the
mean,
shelf.
that's
Yeah.
the
There must
idea of
be a
Lego, right?
psychology
To
behind
build your own, build what they give you, and then after that, build your own thing. But I never got to that part. But I think my first proper mock, if you want to call it that, is who is it? Hachiroku is
Oh, nice.
you know him?
yeah.
So he's a YouTuber. He made, I think this was 2018. I saw this. He made a Jaws orca fishing boat. He had a video of
Okay.
it on YouTube, and I'm got the instructions of that. I watched this video and I went into Lego Digital Designer and built the set there, so that I had like the instructions and all the pieces, and then I made some tweaks to that, and then that was like my first foray into Bricklink as well. But that was like the first like non Lego official set that I made.
Okay.
So I'd say 2018 was probably my first time really branching out into not official builds.
And so when
Yeah.
you do your mocks, like even for the ACOB set, is that through
Mhm.
Digital Designer?
Not anymore. Now it's Stud.io, the Bricklink software.
Okay.
Even when I was using Lego Digital Designer, I think they were already stopping updates and support for it, so it was already outdated when I was
Phasing
using
out,
it. But it was really easy to use, which I liked. It was very simple software, a lot more limited than Bricklink software. But eventually, I had to make the move over to Stud.io, and it is better. It has integration with Bricklink as well, which is nice.
Mhm.
Obviously, like the Bricklink Designer program uses that a lot for anyone who submits designs for that. So it's well supported, and I think it's a great. I mean, it's free too. I think it's a great tool for anyone looking into doing any sort of mock work or anything like that.
Dang, I haven't
Have you
used
tried
that in
that?
like years.
Okay. Have you tried Stud.io, Harold?
Yeah, like it used to be something else too, wasn't it?
I think so. I think
Yeah.
it was rebranded at some
Yeah,
point,
rebranded.
maybe.
Because I remember Lego had their own, like I think it was LDD,
Mhm.
and then they switched, or they stopped supporting that, and then Bricklink developed their own, but it was in beta before we left to our gray age, Nick.
I've never
Before
tried the
Pokemon Go.
Digital
No.
Designer. I don't know. It seems harder,
Yeah.
but
We've
is
just
it
never given it a chance.
Is it, Cody? Like, what do you prefer? Just playing with the bricks to build something, or the computer?
I mean, I like both. I like to start in digital designer because you have unlimited everything, right? You
Mhm.
can't run out of bricks there. The hardest part, honestly, is there is so much to choose from. Just knowing what you're looking for. Because like if
Yeah.
you're, I'm looking for that one little plate that has, the little clip on it. Well, how do I look that up?
Yeah.
Like how do I
Yeah.
tell the software that's what I'm looking for?
So how do you do that?
So, you either memorize the names from Bricklink
Oh,
or you
no.
scroll through a list.
Oh,
So, like
scrolling.
what you really do
What?
is you grab onto like their little terms like clip or holder or bar, and that can normally get you there. Like it'll narrow it down at least.
it's not.
So normally I start there, and then once I have something I like, then I'll go and try and build a physical model, because sometimes in the software you're doing something that isn't technically possible to do physically.
Yeah.
So it's nice to have something in hand too after that. But like once you narrow down and figure, okay, this is kind of the pieces that I'm looking to use,
Mhm.
it's easier to go to that physical step, especially if you're having to order pieces that might not be in your collection. One or two special things here and there. You don't really want to be doing that if you don't have to.
Right,
So
right.
starting digitally is helpful in those regards.
And then the instructions, is it already built into the software where you just press?
It is, but it's very, you gotta tweak it a lot. So if you have your build in there, it'll render those instructions out in the way that it thinks that it should be done. But then you can go in and you can change everything about it. Like what bricks go on what steps, how many steps there are, what angle you're looking at the
Mm.
build from. That honestly is probably the hardest part of the software.
Yeah.
It's the most tedious, time consuming part. It's the least fun. But it's nice that they have that tool, because like it puts it in Lego's format, right? It's got like numbers and all that. So it's nice that it does that for you, because if that wasn't an option, I don't know what people would be doing. Building and taking pictures maybe,
Yeah.
but
For sure.
it's kind of its own bear.
Yeah, because
It's
like
good
in
they
Unbreakable,
updated
they
that.
always.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, it's good they updated that, because I remember when it first released, if you want to like generate the instructions, it would be like step 1, 1 brick, step 2, and
Mhm.
it's the full build. I'm like,
Oh.
Oh.
yeah,
Not very helpful.
not very helpful. Yeah, but I remember like Bricklink, you could go to other people's. It's kind of like a Rebrickable. You could download like people's creations.
Mhm.
Like I remember downloading this Humvee. That's where I was like, okay, cool, I want to build this. Generate instructions. It was like 1 brick here, and then the whole Humvee. So I had to like take away the pieces just so that I could like
Oh.
rebuild
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
And I think the software now has something similar to that, similar to Rebrickable, where like people can upload their own stuff.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I haven't played with that too much, but I have seen that.
Nice.
I think I have a.
When you had to I guess get all the pieces for the first release, was that just through Bricklink, and then you had by hand sorting all the bricks? Or did you have like your team of siblings helping you, or how did that happen?
So it was kind of a disaster. So
Oh,
the first set, I think we had somewhere around 130 different
Orders?
elements.
Oh,
130 like different pieces in the set. So like a lot of times what Lego will do is they'll try and reuse pieces in the set, because then when they're in the factory, right, they're only dumping pieces from one tray right into the bag, instead of maybe 10 different trays, because you're using a bunch of different pieces. So I didn't follow that rule with the first set. I had 130 different pieces of the total 228, which meant that I had 130 different bags to go and sort. And the way that I went about that is I had basically red Solo cups all lined up. And I went in piece at a time, 2 pieces at a time, 4 pieces at a time, and just sorted them all out. I believe it was around, it was upwards of 30,000 parts I had to sort for that first one. And
Was that like
it was a
whole
long process.
couple of weeks worth?
Yeah, it was get
Project.
home from work, put the kids to bed, have
Sort.
dinner, and then sort for 2 hours for I
Wow.
think
So
I
you
did
had
that
no
for
help?
3 weeks. I had no help because
Wow.
I didn't accept any help. I let my wife do a few when she made me let her help. But I
Well,
mean
she's like,
it's
you've been
really
there now
easy.
for 5 hours. Like,
Yeah, it's really easy to skip a cup, especially when you're doing 6 little gray brackets and you're like, oh, did I do it in that one? But there's
Oh,
already
no.
100 pieces in there.
Oh no.
It's like, well,
oh no.
I'm either starting over or I'm pulling all these out and checking.
And plus
I think
it's
I did
your
okay
first-
though. I think I did okay.
Plus, it's your first set. You want to set a good impression. You don't want to be like that guy with
Exactly.
look what I got.
I said to everyone, I'm like, hey, someone's missing a piece. Like it's good. There's 30,000 pieces. They all went through my hand. I
Like
messed up
Lego
somewhere.
has missing pieces sometimes.
Exactly.
And you just call them and go, hey, I'm missing this
Yep.
piece. You
But
know,
so that's what I
things
said. I said,
happen.
let me know. I said, I'll get them to you. I have
Yeah.
extras for this
I was
purpose.
gonna ask,
You
like,
have to
do you
let me
have
know
extra
though. Let me
pieces?
know. Yes.
You have
Always.
those
I had
red
a whole
cups where you're
backpack.
like, I do have
It
some
was
extras
like,
in here.
Oh, someone
Yep.
doesn't have a bracket
yeah.
or tile.
Which one's this?
Yeah.
I was just hoping.
No,
you get
that's the most
extra
stressful
pieces.
part.
Yeah.
I want to be that lucky box.
So there's going to be a repeat this year.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Can
I
you talk about this year's?
You were more pro this year.
This year's process.
I can talk about this year. I have the
What?
box in hand. I think this is the
Wow.
second time this is being shown on a stream.
Do you
I
have
think
number
Sean leaked it
one
somewhere else.
out of the limited edition? Is that the number one?
No,
I
it's
have
random.
my number stickers over there, so I don't have anything numbered yet. I just
Okay,
have the
okay.
boxes. I have most of the parts sorted at this point. I just got the final printed parts I needed in hand today, so
Mhm.
those will get sorted as well. But no, this year, so very similar
That looks cool.
idea. It matches last year's box. It's the same size. The box
Did
always
you
size.
What's that
outsource-
process? What's
yeah,
that
the
process?
box,
How-
the
how do-
packaging?
how
It
do
looks
you
very
do it?
professional.
Yeah, it looks very professional.
It's a lot of computer work, just layers and layers and layers of
That's all
pictures
you
and
too?
art.
Like
Yep.
you're not outsourcing that.
What are you, a
Dang.
graphic designer?
I'm not. No, this was all I learned. I had to figure all this
Wow.
out last year. Sean put a lot of trust in me. I tried to get as much done as I could before going to him to say, hey, this is what I got. I can do this. Let's figure this out.
Nice.
So it was a lot of learning last year, but yeah, all that box art is all just computer work for hours and hours and hours, just making sure that something isn't spelled wrong and there's no weird looking things on it. And then that gets put into a template and sent off to a printer to be done.
It's very cool.
And then you got to choose. Like I have, like we did like thicker boxes. I'm sure you guys noticed last year that they're not flimsy. I knew people wouldn't want to get something in the mail that had dents or something when they're paying that premium, and it's kind of a one of a kind thing. So just little stuff like that of like, well, what finish do you need on the box? Well, I don't know. I've never gotten a box made before, so let's figure this out. So this year was a lot easier of I knew what I did last year. I knew what I liked. I knew what I didn't like, down to like the bags that I used inside the sets last year. They were very premium bags last year, but they were very rigid, so it was hard to fit a lot of pieces in that little box. So this time we got less rigid bags, so we can fit more in there, and they're easier to open on the fly without scissors. But just stuff like that you wouldn't know until you go through it.
Dang, this is really impressive. I was like, dang, the quality,
Yeah, it looks really
whole setup. Yeah,
I appreciate
All
it. That's
by,
what
like,
I
one
want. I
person.
want.
Yeah.
I'm very into customs. I don't
That's
know.
really cool.
I don't know what your guys' experiences with that, but I've seen the range of the gamut of you get this in a little Ziploc bag to you get this in some nice packaging. And I think the experience was as important as pretty much everything else when I wanted to go into this.
Harold keeps his packaging for Brick Tac. Is it Brick Tac?
Yeah,
Tactical, right?
Brick Tactical.
He has it like cards, like in a binder.
I don't even know what to do with these things. Yeah.
what
Yeah.
Oh,
Maybe that's the box.
wow, yeah.
Yeah. Shout out Peyton.
Yeah, he does good
Yeah.
stuff.
I even like keep these like the
Yeah.
little clamshells.
I know.
I don't know what to do with them. It's like, why do
I am
have
gotten by packaging on so many products. Packaging really is key. And then you
Yeah.
just feel so horrible, like recycling it or getting rid of it. But it's like you can't keep everything,
Well,
right?
Can't keep it
Studlake's
all.
ACOB box is one of the boxes I've kept. All my other Lego boxes I recycle.
Yeah.
I still have your box. I don't.
It's an honor. It's an honor.
Well, they're
keeping- I'm
premium
keeping it.
boxes. Like
Mhm.
it's kind of funny when architecture first came out. The price was like so high, and I remember like teasing is like, "Oh, we're paying for the box and the booklet because like the
Yeah.
That's what it was.
the quality
Because
of
there's
it was way different."
Yes.
Yeah.
No, for sure. It really is. You're clearly into Star Wars because that was your first kind of themes that got you into it. Any other themes you dive into, or you know?
I mean,
Marvel.
I'm
like
into
you
a
have a
lot.
sibling in Disney, so
Oh,
clearly
yeah.
that's taken.
He is into it.
I have to
All
I have
of
to
it.
I have to limit myself because I'll buy everything. But
All of
yeah,
it.
this case here is all Marvel. I have another one like it that's all Star
Which
Wars. Those are
case?
probably my two biggest. This
Behind
this,
you.
Yeah.
this display case here.
Is that-
That's
is that
just
a
Marvel
brick shell?
figs there.
Brick shell?
No, that's before Brick Shell. This is Wicked Brick.
Oh.
Wicked.
I was gonna say Wicked. I see the corners.
It's nice, but the screws are a pain. Trying to put figs in and out. I
Oh,
prefer
geez.
Brick Shell with the magnets 100%.
Yeah.
But it works for displaying it. Everything looks great. It keeps the dust off. But yeah, Marvel and Star Wars are my main two. Lord of the Rings, I'm majorly into. I'm very
Lord of
happy
the
that
Rings.
we're getting more Lord of the Rings sets.
Yes.
Yes.
I see the
Except for
poster.
that- Except for the
I-
Balrog set.
Except for the belt.
No, it's great. Don't.
You like it?
Yes,
Whoa,
it's
you
fine.
are all in. All
I'm all in
chips
a Lord of the
in.
Rings. I don't want to.
Like,
People are hating on the bag end set. I don't want to hear any. Yes,
You
it's
are
all overpriced.
pure-
I
You
like the
overpriced.
bag end set.
I'll take anything Lord of the Rings. Just please, just keep giving us more. I love it so much. I
I
mean,
need battle
I
packs.
like you have all the originals from years ago. Like
Do
we
you?
have all the originals.
I have most of them. Yes, I have most of them.
What are you missing?
We kind of. I'm missing that later wave, like the boat,
the
the
Hobbit.
Black Gate.
Oh, Isengard.
I don't have a lot of the Hobbit sets, but I got the bag end Hobbit set.
Mm.
I have Isengard. That's behind me in the dark
Oh,
somewhere.
nice.
Yeah, it was just really that later wave because that first wave when it first came out, we were all over that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I was very happy with it then, and I'm very happy with what they're doing now. I want more army
You hear that,
builder.
Lego? He wants more.
I want
Yes.
more army. I want to be able to buy a lot of orcs. Basically, is
Nice.
So do you have
is what I would like.
Rivendell and like
I don't have Rivendell yet. I have Barad-dûr. I
Barad-dûr?
have Bag
What's
End.
stopping you, kids?
Yeah, pretty much. Actually, if you want to know what's really stopping me, is the GWP for Rivendell was brickheads that you could buy
Yeah,
just
that
off the
was so
shelf.
lame.
So I had
So
no
you were
reason to get it
boycotting
right
it.
away.
You're
Well,
boycotting.
I wasn't day one buying it. I was like, I'll wait for
Yeah.
a sale.
Yeah.
But for a Barad-dûr, there was an exclusive GWP. For a Bag End, there
Yeah.
was exclusive. So I was like, well, I
Yeah.
gotta get these day one. So that's the honest reason. So I will get
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
It's just a
facts.
matter of time.
That was me too. I was like, oh, there's really no incentive buying Rivendell right now.
I love
Yeah.
it
And
so
then-
much, but whatever.
I know.
I know.
It's a beautiful
Whatever.
set.
You're not giving me anything free.
It's only the greatest set of all time, but no,
Yeah.
I'll wait.
Pass. Everybody's
I'll
talking
buy
about
it after the
roofs
Death
and
Star.
tile.
So where do you display all your sets? Do you
Because
have
we want you
another?
to turn on your lights. Is what we want.
Is it when you turn your camera around, you're looking at it right now, or is it a different room?
So I'm in my basement room right now. My main display is this shelf here. I'll turn
As
lights
are
on for a
we.
minute. This room is an
Ooh.
absolute mess right now because I have all this brick world stuff I'm sorting. I just gotta make sure there's nothing you guys can't see.
Let me see. I see
Okay.
I
that
see
Anakin's
Spider-Man poster.
lightsaber.
All right.
Oh,
let me
it's
see a
Harry
little bit
Potter.
better.
Harry Potter.
Nobody gets to
Yes.
see this.
I'm
yet.
always
I
very
love
intrigued by
Harry Potter
special
as well.
shelving.
Oh,
I
big
you
love
Harry
like that
Potter
special
fan.
shelving
too.
like this.
Oh, you got the
corner that you
poster.
have.
Oh,
Yeah. My brother grabbed
Diagon
those
Alley.
from the store. I got really lucky with those.
That is, yeah.
Okay.
oh, you got the DeLorean in there. What's that?
Senior
set?
This is really why we have guests into this show.
Oh,
'Cause
you
we want to
have-
take a look at what their sets
Oh,
are.
you got an Iron
Yeah.
Man helmet.
Oh
Very
yeah,
cool.
the
Really
Black
fascinated with
Series one
the-
up here.
Lights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Sometime
prototype
in,
Boba Fett one.
sometime in this, we're going to ask you what your softie is for 2024, 2025. Softie is set of the year. So we want
Studlake
you
is like, wait a
to
second.
give that a turn around in your brain. Top 5, top 1, whichever. but
24 and
softie
25?
of 24.
Yeah, we'll ask you that
Yeah.
after.
Yeah, but we just
Okay,
wanted to
okay,
start
I'll think about
percolating in your
that.
brain. Percolating.
Okay.
You lit up the that is that Vader versus I can't remember
Yeah,
what that
it's the diorama.
Emperor's
It's
Throne
the
Room.
Emperor's Throne Room. Yeah. Yeah,
Was
that's
that like your own
it's a light
lights,
my
or was
bricks
that-
kit. No, a light my
Okay.
bricks. It's the first light kit I've gotten. It's the one that grabbed me the most. It was a horrible experience building the set with it, but the
Oh,
end product
yeah?
is so good. I'm happy with it in the end, but I never want to build another set with a light kit.
Yes,
it's just
it's quite the
tedious.
experience. Yeah, that's right.
What do you think about the Spider-Man CMFs coming up in September?
I'm really considering the last Spider-Man CMF, the Zombie Hunter one, is the best Spider-Man fig we've ever gotten. From
one is
the
that?
first series. The
Oh,
what
from
if
the
he has the
What
cape,
If.
he has the cape on, yeah. So
Okay.
that's like the best Spider-Man they've done.
Wow.
So I'm really excited to see that we're gonna get a full CMF of that quality.
Did you see any of the
hopefully.
leaks of the?
I saw a little something today. Yeah.
I saw one today. Was it the Spider Punk?
Is it the same thing that you saw
Yeah.
each other?
Is that the one you
Oh.
saw? Yeah.
Yeah.
That looked pretty good. It's on Instagram.
Yeah. Seeing that, I don't think we're gonna be disappointed because that's like he's a very detailed character.
He's
and I
printed
think
everywhere.
They did it
Yeah.
justice.
So
yeah.
much
That's
printing.
crazy.
So yeah,
I'll have to see this.
I'm gonna buy probably a whole case of that series because that's gonna be an all-time series, I think, for me.
Mhm.
Nice.
Until
But
Star
that's
Wars,
the
of
Dragon
course.
I was
right?
gonna say until
Until
the
the
next
Star-
all-time series.
Until the Star Wars CMFs. You think we'll ever get Star Wars CMFs?
I mean,
I don't
never say
think so.
never. Never say never.
I don't think so. I think
They're gonna run out of ideas and iterations. It's gonna come.
But if we do get a Star Wars CMF, we're gonna get the regular Luke Skywalker and Leia and Chewbacca. But
Leia
it needs to be
R2.
weird stuff. It has to be
Yes.
really weird stuff. It needs to be
Mhm.
kind of like
Yes.
the anniversary figs.
yes.
I don't know. They want to put those figs in the sets because we're gonna buy them anyways. But if you did like maybe some like old like throwback with the yellow
Mhm.
heads, like
Mhm.
maybe that would be an angle to go for it.
Right.
Maybe some of this more like doing Cal in the Star Destroyer, right? Like
Oh,
they don't
yeah.
really want to do Survivor sets, it seems, other than like BD, but doing like maybe some video game stuff in a CMF, I think would work. But I don't know. I would say never, but I
say
don't
never.
see it happening.
Yeah. Yeah, I was surprised when the Spider-Man one came out. I'm like, okay, they're
But this is it, right? Like we just don't know who I mean, even you saying that, how many other people may think this idea? And that's why I feel like we've been into Lego for almost 20 years.
no.
Almost.
I've only been since 2012.
Yeah,
Sure.
2012.
Okay, fine.
I don't know,
15
but
years.
I wasn't into Lego as a kid.
I just got blocked.
Oh,
It was
never mind.
more-
Little annoying flowers.
It was
right?
more from our kids.
But still, like we've been in it enough that there's a lot of things that I could never have predicted that Lego was going to release. So
Yeah,
I
you
just
were
wanna-
excited when I guess the superheroes came out
yeah,
first.
super.
Yeah, bring
Yeah.
back
Oh,
Star
yeah.
Wars polybags.
Oh my god, I was so into the minifigures. Like I just couldn't get enough of like how unique they are, and like it just keeps getting better, right?
Yeah.
Like we have walls of like multiple like food minifigure like army sets.
Oh, the
Like it's
food armies.
ridiculous, and I'm just like giddy about it. I'm like, oh my god, they're so cute, and I still love them. So I don't know. There could be somebody telling you like, hey, this would be a great idea. So never say never.
Speaking of minifigures, how did you design or even get
Mm.
the Sean and Brent minifigures like with their torsos and everything? Like, was that your own printing or you outsourced that?
So that's outsourced. Like I said, I'm very into custom minifigures. So I've kind of got my ear to the ground in that community. I've learned a lot about how those things are made, and the different processes with that. So through Instagram is how I've kind of sourced printers to get some of these custom elements done. So basically how that works is I, just like the box art, I'll do designs on my end on the computer. And then I'll find a printer that's willing to do it and that can do it in a timely manner that works for us, and in a price that works for us. And then basically I get all the pieces into me, I prep everything, and then I send that out to the printer, and they do that work on their end and send it back to me.
Very cool.
Year 3, are we going to be getting a Studlake sig fig in a set?
I mean, the truth of the matter is there technically already is one. It's just not widely available.
Oh.
I was gonna say I didn't get the advent calendar. I was wondering, is it in the advent calendar?
It's not in the advent.
Because I know there's a life bricks one in the advent calendar.
the trailer. What's up, Sean?
The trailer.
There is technically a Studlake sig fig out there, not widely available yet, but yeah, who knows what 2026 will bring.
Are we gonna get like Girth Gang?
You're getting Nick so excited.
Girth Gang CMFs.
I know.
We'll have like
the number of things we've thrown around behind the scenes about blind bags and patch GWPs and just all the Lego type stuff. It's all been thrown out
CMF.
there. But
I could see
I would
Sean,
say anything
Sean has
could
all
happen.
the ideas. Yeah, anything could happen.
He's a fantastic. I mean, like he's told the story with this year's set doing the concert. I mean, I don't even know if he and I had left the convention when we were already talking about
tell the
doing
story
that for this year.
I don't know if Maria or Harold know the story about how the creation of the duck bricks set, the ACOB duck brick sets came about.
So last year, leading up to Brick World, Sean and Brent put out their Box of Boys song that everyone knows and loves, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they obviously did that in conjunction with Duck, but then they got connected with the Fold through Mark, and the Fold did their Ninjago concert at Brick World for the past couple of years, and Sean wanted to do it live with them and perform it live on stage during the concert. So that was put together, and they went and they performed and knocked it out of the park last year, in the middle of the Fold concert, and there was lots of coverage of that between everyone's live streams and uploads after that. But after that was all done and the dust settled, it was like, well, we did the Box of Boys this year. What are we going to do next year? And that seemed like the most Brick World centric idea, because like the first set was kind of their setups and sets that are near and dear to the guys. Really, it was a way to get their sig figs out there to people while also putting the twist on it with their Box of Boys branding. So the second one, we wanted to kind of go more in the Brick World vein, because that is in fact where we're dropping the set, and we know that Brick World is near and dear to especially them, but all of us. I mean, it's talked about year round, and we count down the days. So it just made sense this year to really go all in and get, the quintessential Brick World, what would have been 2024 set for this year in 25.
Nice.
You excited about
A little. Just a little. All right.
Okay, I guess we can get into your 2024 softie.
You got
so
12 minutes to
softie
think
set
about
of
this.
the year. Not necessarily something you bought. It could be something that came out but you haven't picked up yet in 2024. What would be your top set for 2024?
Okay, I just want to clarify, we're going 24 last year, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Last
Yes.
year.
And there's a lot of great sets. Like I always reviewed at the end of the year, and you're thinking nothing came out really this year, but you're like,
I know
boom.
Maria had some bangers.
I had great.
I was like,
I
what?
had type 5s.
Are you looking
There
through
was
your
a
brick
lot
set
of good
right now?
sets.
There
Yeah,
was.
I am. Dude, it was a good year.
It was a good
It was
year.
a very good year.
but not for our pockets. Like, you know.
Yeah. It seems to
Was
get
a
worse
good
every year.
for Lego.
Or give us something that you bought that's your favorite, and then something
Okay,
that
I've got my
you
two. I've got my two.
Okay, two.
There was a
That's
lot
good.
of good stuff, but I think number two. Am I really gonna say this? This is tough. A lot of good stuff came out last
I
year.
had a top 5 and then 5 honorary mentions. Like I couldn't pick.
I don't blame you.
And then even my top 5, I'm like, I think my number 1 is, you know.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put Bar Doer number 2.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just based on the fact that I think Rivendell tops it.
Yeah.
So I will give it the number 2 spot because I'm going to give the Jaws Orca set my number 1.
Oh, you are.
Nice.
It's a set I never thought would be made. Again, I made like my first like non-Lego build was that ship because I figured, hey, this is never going to be done. So
yeah.
So
I mean,
why
you alluded
not do
that you're
this?
a marine kind of guy with liking the fish. in the
Yes.
aquarium. So that's
right.
Yes, I really do.
We see the theme here.
So do you have them
I think
side
I
by
gotta
side?
put that one. I hate to say it, but I actually don't have the Jaws. I have it. I don't have it built. I don't have it built.
Oh, okay,
Actually,
okay.
both sets. I don't have either of them built yet, but I have them in my possession.
Oh, okay.
I'm
That's
really
funny.
bad at building sets. I'm really bad.
Is it because
I'm really
of the
good at buying
time
them. I'm bad at-
or the
It's the time, the
room?
display, the display space. It's
Yeah,
it's a little
space.
bit of
Okay.
everything.
right?
But
right.
I need to
we
crack.
first saw it,
Jaws
I
needs to
agree.
happen.
when we first saw it, Nick was like, "I'm not getting that set. I'm not getting that set." And I'm like, "Wow, you're not getting
Today
that
for
set."
show and tell.
I mean,
have
we
the
do
Jaws.
have, exactly. We do have space issues at this point. You know what I mean? Like it's becoming a problem.
We all
But then
do.
when I saw it,
And then show and tell, and look at how this like it just disconnects, and it's so
It's so
amazing.
good.
And
Look
It's
at the
so
shark.
good.
yeah,
Oh, you can
look at the shark,
disconnect
and
it
then
here.
yeah, I didn't even know Nick was building it. I just came down and it was show and
I
tell.
don't know.
and I'm
From the initial pictures, I was like, I don't
Yeah,
know. But then when I saw it at the store, I'm like,
That's
Yeah.
why
This is
don't
cool.
trust the this is okay.
It was sold out for months. You could not get it in store.
I know.
I mean,
Just empty
really?
shelves.
a lot
Yep.
of the sets that's come out, right? It's so nostalgia to
Mhm.
people's like childhood, like the memories that you have from
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's
I know.
what
I remember it came out on the 4th instead of the 1st, because I was at the Lego store on the 1st. I can't remember what.
Where
month
is it?
was. And I was in line with I don't know if you know Brick and Brood, but he was with me, and he was wearing his Jaws shirt.
Oh,
He was all ready
no.
to buy
It's
it,
so sad.
and then he went and he's like, they're like, oh, it doesn't come out until
That's
the 4th.
brutal.
Is it like in Canada or
No,
like in
everywhere.
general?
In general,
Oh,
'cause sometimes
gosh.
they
And you
do, like-
and you know they had it in the back. You know,
Yes!
it's sitting back there just
Yeah.
waiting. They're
This
like,
is it.
sorry,
You
dude.
know that there is delivery days for stores that it can't be
That's
delivered.
hilarious.
Yeah, the street
These
day.
non first of the month releases are ridiculous.
It's weird.
Agree.
I don't like it. I get you
Oh, I
want to
feel so
spread
bad
it
for
out,
Rick and
but
Morty.
like everyone's going on the 1st. Just give us it a couple days early.
That's right.
Yeah.
And it's only like 3 days, and it's not the general public; it's the VIPs.
Yeah, and like people have to travel. I mean, people travel 1, 2, 3 hours to get their Lego stores sometimes. So
Yeah.
making
It's
multiple trips just isn't feasible, and you don't want to wait till the 3rd or 4th
Mm-hmm.
to get all the sets when some stuff could be sold out from that first drop.
For sure.
But no,
Is
that's
there a Lego
that's
store?
very sad.
Is there a Lego store close to you in Wisconsin?
2 hours about.
Oh.
Okay,
About
he's the
2
2
hours.
3 hour drive.
think-
Okay.
I
So
think
you're talking about
Milwaukee's-
yourself.
yeah.
I don't really do in-store releases. I'm the online. I'll stay up till
Okay.
11.
don't
which
camp
turns
out, you
into
don't have your
1
camp
a.m. to 2
chair.
a.m. No, I can't be doing that.
I started noticing too, like for me, I would stay up just so that it doesn't get sold out or anything like that.
Mhm.
But these couple releases, Jango Fett, or the Shire,
Dude,
They
the
didn't
Shire,
sell
they
out.
didn't turn it on. We
Yeah.
just sat there for 2 hours and it never became
Yeah.
available. And
Really?
then whoever
'Cause
at
I was
Lego
like-
finally said, "Oh, this should be
Yeah.
available," and then it was.
when I woke up for work, like I remember
Oh my
just like
God.
going to the bathroom or
Uh-huh.
walking to the bathroom, just like, oh,
Yep.
order, okay, cool. I was like,
Yeah.
what? This doesn't
That's-
sell out
that's
That's half the
overnight.
time. Yep.
Weird.
Yep.
Wow.
Shaving. I was like, oh, weird.
'Cause I guess you're not gonna build it on day one. Like Barador, you still have
Mhm.
ready to build. It's just having
It's sitting right there looking at me.
Do you have a huge backlog?
Oh yeah. My backlog is way too big. I'm not proud of it. Like I said, I'm good at buying. I'm bad at building.
Nick is
Yeah.
finally
I just-
starting the backlog.
I'm chopping through my
He
backlog
is.
pretty
It's
good now.
It's good.
In the past, I guess since 2025.
Although I went back to that room and there's a whole like lineup of like.
No, those are duplicates.
Are they?
I don't know if you saw like Nick laid out his whole backlog on his pool table. I was like, oh my gosh, I thought mine was
I did see
better.
that.
We're
I did see
never
that,
not
yeah.
gonna work. We're never
Huge.
not gonna work. You know.
So 2025,
Mhm.
is there a set that hasn't been released yet, or even has been leaked that had kind of piqued your interest?
Or even just
Yes.
come out already.
There is an answer to this. I think there was two answers to this. I'm trying to remember what the second one was. The first one is the Black Pearl.
Oh, yeah, I
I'm
heard
it's
September
extremely
12.
excited to see that.
Yes.
That was
that-
one of my white whales. I missed out on that.
But
honestly,
is it still your white whale if it
I
gets
saw it at-
released?
Remember, I saw it at Walmart, and I didn't pick it up. And
He's been kicking himself.
Yeah.
It's not that good of a set. The first one.
Oh.
It's small.
You
It's
have
It is
very
it?
small.
My dad had it. My dad or my
Okay.
brother. Somebody had it
This-
in the house. It's very small.
did they also have Queen Anne's Revenge?
I had that one.
'Cause it was
That's a great
those
ship.
were my
Yep.
two ones that I didn't get.
So when you're saying it's so small, but September 12th is coming out with something what? Humongous?
I don't know if it's gonna be. There's no pictures yet of how it
No,
looks.
it comes with a good purchase though.
It does. It was like
Supposedly.
it's like the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Cast.
September
like the
12th.
sign.
That's
Yeah.
interesting. It's an interesting release date in the middle of the month.
Yeah, I know. It's another
It's
one of
weird.
those not on the
I'm just
first.
gonna
Yeah.
point that out because usually,
Yeah.
I'm telling Nick.
But I have that other Pirates of the Caribbean, like the one that looks like it's broken. You know
Yep, I have that
the
one. That one's on the bottom of the shelf
So,
over there. That
the
one's pretty
size-
cool.
The size of that compared to Black Pearl, is it the same or
No,
Black
I
Pearl
said Black
smaller?
Pearl small.
But Black Pearl is way smaller than that. Like
Really?
there's nothing under the main deck. It's very compact. It's all sails basically.
Maybe
Like if
your
you took
white
the
whale is
sails
just a
off,
white
it's
dolphin.
bare
Well,
bones.
Nowadays, I don't mind smaller sets because
Now it's classic.
I mean, like it's easier to
Oh.
display because it doesn't take up so much.
I
footprint.
think people build that set up in their mind because it's so expensive now, and that Davy Jones right is so expensive now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great set for what it is, but I think in people's minds, like it's as big as the other ones, right? It's as big as the Queen Anne's. It's as big as the Silent Mary. So I think
Silent-
if you're prepared for it not being that size, then I think you're fine. But it
I
is
love it.
quite a bit smaller.
That you have this historical context of things like tangible. Like I know it's small, so don't dream
is.
large. It's small.
Well, when you think about like these Star Wars UCS sets, you look at the sail barge, and that's super.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy big. Like it doesn't even. It looks out of proportion compared to like the playset one.
Yeah.
And so I know like the Black Pearl's not going to be like long, like the Titanic or like.
Mhm.
I think this new Black Pearl is going to be really good. I have very high hopes. Like this is probably the most confident I've been in a set this year.
Mm.
Did they already say which minifigures are coming out with it?
I think they
Jack
did.
Sparrow.
I think it's
I know, I was gonna say.
I think it's basically just I don't think they're doing any like Davy Jones
Okay.
type stuff this time around. I think it's just
Yeah.
more pirate main crew.
And do we know if there's another? Is it a new wave or just that one set?
I think just
All
one
we know
set.
is that set is coming, but
Yeah.
Okay.
like they've been doing a lot of this. Hey, we'll give you one big set here, and then sometimes they release another one. Sometimes they don't. I don't know. Lego pirate ships just sells. I think they'd be
Yeah.
crazy not to do more.
Right?
Mhm.
Like
Mhm.
I'm very upset we never got the Flying Dutchman
Mm.
the first time around. 'Cause
Oh yeah.
that would have been so cool.
That would be very, very cool.
It'll be funny if they're gonna release this Black Pearl and then they're gonna have Pirates of the Caribbean briquettes. Just like what they did with Lord of the Rings.
Oh, a Davy Jones
GWP.
briquette. that'd be cool.
GWP.
if it was a exclusive brickheads where you couldn't buy it, then
Yeah.
I might
Boom.
be in, right? Because they
That'd be a
did
day
that with
one.
the Fortnite one, but nobody cared about that. But if they did
Yeah,
like
the
a
bomber.
Davy Jones GWP, like
Yeah.
that'd be kind of cool.
Cool.
So what's what's your second? You said you had 2.
I'm trying to think. There was a set that was rumored, and I'm trying to remember
Is it
what
Star
theme it was
Wars?
even from.
Oh.
I don't think it was Star Wars because
Hmm.
it could have only been the Death Star, and
Mm.
Death Star is the Death Star.
Are you getting that? The $1,000 Death Star?
I think yes, eventually. Probably not day one.
What if it
Like,
was
it's
a
a TIE
purchase?
fighter?
It depends on DWP, right? Like we're
Yeah.
hearing it's just a TIE fighter. If that's the
Yeah.
case,
Oh,
then
okay.
who cares? But
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a lot of money to drop at once.
For sure.
Mhm.
That's why I've been like
And-
hoarding
Saving your
VIP
points?
Yeah. Well, I just spent a whole bunch on May 4th because I put in
Oh,
like
gosh.
yours. So I was like, I'm not gonna hold on to these for the Death Star. I'll spend them now and live with it. But I don't know. I would say the Black Pearl. I'm really excited to see
Me
what
too.
that looks like coming back, especially because we don't get a lot of pirate stuff nowadays.
Mhm.
So I think this is gonna turn out good.
That's cool.
Do you have a lot of the Star Wars UCS sets?
I have a good
Razor
amount.
Crest?
I have the Razor Crest. I have the Snow Speeder. I have Boba Fett's Slave One. What else?
What was your first one?
Good question.
And was it like on the day or was it afterwards? Like
I
after
I bought the Falcon right away. I have a
Okay.
black VIP card, so I bought that right away. I never built it because I was living in an
The
apartment at
first
the
Falcon?
time.
the first
No,
Falcon?
no. The
The second one.
2017 one. 2017
The
one.
platinum.
Does your dad have the first one?
He does not now. I'm trying to
Oh.
remember if we had it. We might have had one sealed at one point.
Okay.
Dang.
It was never built. I know that.
Do you guys
Um,
itemize all your sets? Remember you used to do that? You have like
Brick
a
set.
brick set. Yeah.
Brick set.
Everything.
Yeah,
haven't
we
done
did
it
that.
in 2020.
We did that on like Google Sheets or something at one point.
Oh.
before we were savvy
Dang.
with brick
He's like
sets.
Google
This was
Sheets.
a while ago.
Yeah.
Wow. Data
Google Sheets.
purchase.
It
you know.
works.
Excel.
It's funny.
Are we gonna go into our next segment?
Yeah, let's do that.
Dang. Which is
Is share your stories, share your stories, share your stories. Weekly recap. Weekly recap. So last week, during Full of Brick, we were kind of talking about I don't know if you know, but you know the Black Panther set?
Yep.
There's a rebrickable of it where
Yes,
I
saw
they
that.
redid it and just the bust.
So
Mhm.
Nick.
Hey, what happened to that?
Oh, it's upstairs.
So I have that Black Panther set. I bought it when it was on sale, but I hadn't built it yet, and
Was that supposed to do that?
yeah, no, I was trying to pull up the pictures. Oh, did I close it? Am I still on?
Wow, yeah, you're still here.
Oh,
We just don't see them. That's why
yeah.
I'm like, we're
I don't know
supposed
where
to do that.
my. So since you could still hear me, I was I got the instructions. It's unrebrickable. It was
$17.
It was $17, and started building it. I don't know why I can't pull up anything. I started sorting out the pieces on yesterday because I wanted to have it ready for show and tell,
Yes.
and then finally finished it today around 4 p.m. I showed our eldest, and then I'm like,
And
he was like, "Oh, that's cool," and everything. Picked it up, and then the base crumbled.
Oh no.
Tried to fix the base. The head fell off, smashed against the ground, and then I'm like, ah. So I have to So I'm gonna when I rebuild it, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna use some of my own parts just to secure the base because
it's flimsy.
it's
Just
little
like the
flimsy.
Spider-Man bricker builds.
Well, the way they built it, they used all the pieces from the original set.
And he
so,
was saying it's interesting because there's like some angles that you would put the brick in, and it doesn't seem like it's how you should be going for those angles, but it still works. So clearly, the like the what's it called? Just the structure.
Yeah,
Mhm.
integrity.
Yeah, and
rigidity.
and like
is
even
gone,
for the
right?
base, like instead of having it secure, they'll just have like one stud, and then it's very mock like.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so just to make it more, here's the pictures I wanted to show.
That was my biggest question because obviously it looks fantastic.
Yes.
My question was, all right, how structurally sound is this? Because you don't really know until you have it built.
So I just get a text from Nick when I was at work. So I showed it to Tristan, and now it's broken. I'm gonna go for a nap. Then he's like, I'm gonna go nap now.
Oh, here it is. So okay, so I found how to. I can see you guys again. I'm just gonna share a screen.
This is not what we have, is it? Because I get home.
Sure. Oh,
Yeah.
all right. So this is how, for those in the chat.
Yeah.
So this
Looks
is the
awesome.
original.
Which is amazing that, I was like asking, did you have to use
Are you saying
extra...
this original is amazing or?
No, that
Okay.
was. No, but I'm saying.
Because looking at the original now, it looks very cartoonish. Like the head looks super big.
Yeah, it looks
And then the
worse
body
next to
looks-
that one.
Right?
compared to this.
But it's pretty amazing
Yeah.
how they were able to like redo it based on just the bricks that were
Yeah,
part of it. Like it's
that's-
amazing, like
Yeah.
that
And-
sort of like mind
And even like
restructuring.
how they did the Technic parts, because they did it at these weird angles, but then the holes of the Technic beams lined up, and so it was able to get like the cross in. And then one of the things I don't like though is I wonder if I can share a screen of the actual set of the rebrickable. So
Oh, the
you can see-
instructions?
Oh, I don't know.
Not the instructions, but
Hmm.
because I have rebrickable pulled up here. Let me share.
Yeah, I remember like
This one.
when Nick showed me the picture, I was like, "What'd you do to it?" It kind of looks kind of gruesome a little bit.
So I wonder if they have a back. Yeah. So the back part here,
Mhm.
Yeah.
this part here,
The scapula.
the scapula just hangs on. So there's
it's
two little
anatomy.
clips. There's two little clips here, and so
And they're not clicked into anything.
and see this little
U shape.
this part here, this curve.
Yeah.
It just tucks in to underneath the scapula, and so it just hangs. So I don't know how I can modify it so it's more secure, but that's if you kind of like squeeze this part,
It will collapse
it'll
in.
come off.
And that's why you're like saying, look, Tristan, look what I have crushed.
So the first thing that kind of broke was this base here.
Oh.
So see
Okay.
these curves? They're not
Yeah.
connected to anything. It's connected just on the inside by like one stud, but they're not secure against the sides.
Mm.
So that's a problem that I'm gonna try to figure out. And then the head is only connected by like two studs on here. So apparently, like
Like
I
on
was
the
watching
neck
the
here,
YouTube
right?
video
Yeah.
of this guy, and you can take this head off and stick it on one of the stands of like,
The mask.
I saw that.
you know, like
It looked really
the
good next to
Spider-Man.
the other ones. Yeah,
Yeah.
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 So that's why they only have it like two studs connecting, so it's
You
easily
can
popped
remove
off.
it.
But then
Hmm.
it's easily you can easily fall off if you kind of turn it.
Yeah.
So this is it. Like, given that it is a bit more fragile, should it be built basically where you're gonna display it? Like, how's the carry down to the basement bit?
It's not heavy. That's one thing. So it's pretty light
I feel
because
like you just have to rebuild it down here.
I might.
I know.
I'll rebuild the head upstairs, but then maybe the base. When I have a picture
it
of
looks
how
really
it fell
cool.
apart too. So
Yeah.
let me share that.
Before he shut down himself. I can't do this anymore.
Like last time.
So
Yeah.
so this is the base. It kind of crumbled. So this
Oh,
is just
yeah.
this is still intact. This whole torso. This is pretty sturdy, except for the back part.
He got gutted and beheaded.
But this
Mhm.
part here,
Not.
the bottom is,
Yeah.
and then this next picture is the head. The head looks really good,
It
Not-
looks
not
it
like
got
this, though.
blown up.
but it smashed against the ground. But one thing that's pretty cool though is how they did the eyes, because there's like inserts, and then this is like a mask. So you put the mask on,
Oh, that's cool.
and then the eye part is just
pops
like
in. Yeah. Overlay.
like tiles that are kind of like
Mm.
on their side. So
Okay.
the original one, it's just a printed eye, where they did like a brick built eye,
Mm.
and it hangs on. See these plates that are kind of like at an angle,
Yeah.
and so the eyes kind of hang from here. I don't know if if you can see one of the. This might be one of the eyes, and so it hangs here. There's two of them, and then you put the mask on, and it kind of covers it. So how they built the helmet is different than how Lego does their helmets, where it's cool. It looks pretty good. But yeah, that was my experience with.
Well, I came home and I saw
dirigible.
things like that, and I our Tristan just working on his project on the table, and I'm like, so your dad showed it to you and it just crumbled in his hand? He's like, I don't know. I turned around and it was broken.
No, because Tristan did one of these things with the hands, because he wanted it to do like this instead of like that, and like, oh, okay. And then I started to pick it up to bring it down,
and you squeezed it, and then it just. Anyhow.
And then I tried just to stick this back on, but it wasn't fitting, so I just took it all apart. I'm just gonna build it up again.
This set seems like it seems like it would travel well. You should bring it to Chicago.
I know.
On a plane in our carry-on. Yes.
Make sure you use some super glue.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's kind of like the first experience I had with Bricker Builds. I have the Spider-Man bust, and they no longer have it on the website because
integrity issues
with, like, it looks really cool because it's jutting
leaning
out
forward.
But it
very
snaps.
top
it's
heavy.
easily the bottom half easily snaps,
and so it rips off the torso and all the spider.
So I was talking to Chris from Bricker Builds when I saw him at Brick World Chicago, and he's like, yeah, we took it off the website because too many people were having that same issue with it snapping. It's a really good, because I guess he built it on Digital Designer too, and
yep.
You don't really know.
The concept is the concept until you play with the weight and gravitational forces, I guess.
Yep.
But we actually have like a stake, like we're stabbing it. Like a clear stake, just to
stands.
Hold it up.
Well, the original instruction has these stands, but they're neon green. So I just made them clear so you can.
I mean, so cool.
You can't see it.
Yeah.
So, well, how was your? Oh, you got your faucet.
I can't even remember
the faucets. Yeah, we had the plumber over, right?
Sometimes I wish I knew how to do more DIY at home.
Do it yourself.
But I always just want to defer to experts. Like, I feel like if I were to I watch videos. Our sink, our ensuite has been dripping for some time.
You don't want to DIY plumbing, I'll tell you that much.
No,
there's nothing worse than plumbing.
I know. It's one of the scarier things I think to do, for sure, right? And I know when to call the experts if anything. And I'm diligent. Like, I'll save the water like under it, and the drip hasn't gone any worse for the last month. It's just wakes me up at night. I can hear it.
I can't hear it.
Yeah, I know you can't hear it. He didn't also hear the babies when they were crying, however.
Yeah, I have that problem too.
Right? Different ears, mothers, different ears. And so I finally said, okay, I'm going to call the plumber and get them just to take a look at it. And in my head, I just feel like faucets are just so much more complicatedly designed nowadays versus when I was little. I'd be watching my dad take off like the bottom part of the spout, and he'll just change like a washer. And he's like, there you go. That's all it is. And I'm like, I don't even see our spout. Like, the faucet we have is a single handle, one valve. Like, I have no idea, right? Like, we got this like installed when we had renos done a few years ago, and our contractor's like, you like this sink? And I mean, this faucet? And I'm easy. If it's clean, if it's new, yeah, sure, put it in. Is it easy? Sure. So we get this plumber in.
I was too slow with that. That's what she said.
Yeah, that's what she said.
When you said I'm easy.
And he's young. I'm like, oh my God, I could be like your mom. In any case, he goes in and he looks at the faucet. He's like, huh. I'm like, what? What do you mean?
You don't want to hear a plumber say, huh.
Huh. And he's like, I'm going to take some pictures of this.
That's like when a barber says, huh.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, a faucet's a faucet. You're the plumber. Like, how many faucets have you seen, right? And he's like, I got to show a picture. I got to take pictures and send it to my supervisor manager. I'm like, all right. Like, And he's like, I've just never seen anything like this. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Is this
like,
a regular
what?
Yeah, I keep on thinking, how irregular is this faucet? Because to me, it's again, single valve, simple enough. It's sleek, like again, I'm not
faucet.
I love design, but honestly, when they installed it, it was new. It wasn't gonna drip then, right?
Yeah.
So he sends it to his supervisor. He goes out of the house. He's like, I can hear him because like it's over underneath my office. Is there a conversation? He's like, I haven't seen this, man. I haven't seen this. He comes back and is like, okay, so I got, how we're going to process this. He's like, we can order the part, but we don't know which part because they have to actually physically
That's
remove
great.
the whole thing to
Mhm.
see what part it is. But even if we do get the part, it's a 6 to 8 week order of whatever from Vancouver. I'm like, is it cheaper to buy a new faucet? He's like, yeah, it's probably easier to buy a new faucet.
Because he said it was going to be
Oh my god, it would be
1,000.
so to change this, and we did. And when we got the contractors in, they didn't put the emergency valves underneath the sink, and I
Oh,
didn't
really?
notice this because in the other bathroom we have that, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
here I am. Every time we have people come into the house, I am like fastidious about how clean I present my house. Like otherwise, it's usually like whatever. We live in this house, right? But if someone's gonna come in, they're like, "Wow, does nobody live in this house?" Like that's always like the premise that I want. So this gives me like the opportunity to declutter all the stuff I have underneath the sink. And here I'm going, where the heck is the valve? Like I know that there should be valves.
Yeah.
I've never inspected it, right? So of course he's giving me the first quote. I can also install all these emergency valves. Suddenly, we're not just talking about my faucet. We're talking about like a whole
They
like
always come to upsell.
deconstruction. It was going to be like $1,400. I'm like, yo, I just got brake pads.
$1,400?
Yeah, I just got brake pads done. So I don't know if I'm going to hold off and I'm just going to like save the drips that I have because my
Yeah.
plants are okay with the drips that I have. I'm not going to waste any water by it dripping, right?
She has like a little.
I have like a little bucket underneath, and then if it doesn't fill any more or less than the night before.
She transfers it to another bucket.
Yeah, and then I use it to like water my plants. I'm all about saving stuff, okay? So nothing wasted, and I do get mad. I'm like, kids, where's my bucket?
So we might just wait for Costco.
Yeah,
It's
so
like
we'll
a-
probably have to buy a Moen. Moen will always, but again, it's like how complicated. He's like, it's Italian, it's rare. I'm like, I didn't know my faucet was Italian until now.
We can just go to YouTube. How do you?
Oh,
how do
it's
you
European.
I have tried. I don't know. So it's interesting because like the spout part, again, like once upon a time, if you look at, like I said, my dad would like twist the bottom part of a spout enough that you put a washer or something, or even change the cartridge from the back. I've seen my dad do that. But this one, it's like the spout part is like rectangular. It's like a mesh. I don't even know where the drip is coming from. So in any case, it's a deferred project. I got to live with the drips. Yeah,
Bucket works
again,
fine.
sometimes like adulting, and we've been adulting for some time since we have a kid who's an adult.
Yeah.
But it's like I just want my dad to come and fix this for me. That's about the highlight of my week. I know.
How about you,
Not
Harold?
too cool.
How's your week?
Besides like work, I just been coming home, like making a burger and then sorting.
Go back to work.
Mm.
Yeah, so it's like
What do you
getting
put in your
those
burger?
red cups. Christine came over and she made some that garlic aioli sauce.
Alioli.
Oh,
Yeah,
Mm.
so good.
She does it homemade or she just
Yeah,
buys it
homemade.
in-
Costco.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, she
Jeez.
home makes it. Yeah, home makes that.
Mm.
So I have a George Foreman, which I mentioned that at work, and they're like, they still make those. I was like,
I know. I was thinking about
Oh.
that. They still make those.
I was like, I need a new one. But anyways, like, I made this Thursday or Wednesday? I didn't know whatever National Burger Day was.
Oh, how
I think it
can
was
you?
Wednesday.
We clearly have a different
Wednesday was National Burger Day. I didn't
That's
know.
in the US.
until
though.
I
That's
mentioned
right.
it.
That's a US.
But
thing.
we love celebrating everything. You guys love celebrating, so we should have known about that.
Oh, it was good.
So what do you put? You put cheese.
Yeah, just pepper jack cheese was like
Pepper jack.
nothing too crazy. Yeah. Oh, fried egg and a hash brown.
What?
Oh,
Wow.
God,
Bacon?
so good.
Do you fry some
Yeah,
bacon, to put in?
bacon.
There?
No, it takes too long. I was
You
hungry.
put it in the air fryer.
Egg.
That's what I do. I'll put some bacon strips in the air fryer. 20 minutes.
So if we were in a burger joint, you're getting the $18 burger.
Yeah.
Are you a,
Because it
you a
has
burger
egg.
guy, Cody?
I am. I love this time of year. We can finally grill out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you buy your own? Do you cook it at home,
Make
or
your
you
own
go out
patty.
for your burgers?
Oh, at home. At home. We get the tray of ground beef and
Mhm. Mash it.
mash them up and grill them up.
Nice.
We like getting the Angus burgers at Costco.
Yeah, that's what I made. Yeah.
Oh, the Angus ones.
Yes.
Yeah, Angus ones.
I showed Nick like how they made some of their fresh burgers from Costco, where they have like the big, huge machinery, and they just toss in the ground beef,
Yeah.
chunks of cheese, jalapeno peppers, and when you see them like
Ooh,
toss in like their spices, it
yeah.
looks.
I didn't know they put cheese,
like a
in-
block
in
of
the
cheese,
mix.
like boom. Like they're not even like shredding it,
Bam!
right? Because the machine is just gonna break it down. But I guess
Yeah.
like to keep it also held
Keep it
in, because
stuck together.
I don't know, when I was little, my mom would make burger patties and she would put like breadcrumbs or egg, right? Because you like want to kind of like keep the patty together, like whatever is
Maybe that's why my burgers back in the day would just like
be
Fall apart.
really
eggy.
great little bit. Yeah.
Yes, fall apart.
No, that makes-
Oh, I finally made Nick his spaghetti that he's been
Oh yeah.
Oh
He's like,
yeah.
you
I meant
love
to
your
ask about
spaghetti. I'm like,
that.
okay, let's make the spaghetti.
Because I'd be like, you haven't made spaghetti in a long time.
Yeah,
I know.
that's
I
the
do
last
cook.
show.
I swear, I do cook. But and it's finished.
yeah,
It's
Just
gone.
been sorting, unpacking. I shouldn't show and tell. There's like boxes I'm opening or cases. I'm like, oh, I bought this. Oh, that's cool. I used to collect that, but yeah, I'm in season 8 of Game of Thrones. I'm gonna finish it this weekend.
Oh
Ooh.
wow.
That.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's like the worst season, right? Everyone doesn't like that season.
Yeah. I mean,
You're really working
so-
through that.
I know it's like I have to finish it, and then I'll go back read the books or something.
Wow. It's like, are you really
It's an
working?
ordeal.
How do you have time to like?
Yeah.
Do you watch Game of Thrones or House of Dragon, Cody?
Yes. Yep. When did I start
And
watching?
where are
Thrones?
those Lego sets?
Probably
I know, right?
season 4. I think I started
What?
watching.
Oh.
Oh.
Or
But you
that,
watched
when
you
when
went
season
back.
4 was coming out, that's when I started.
Oh, okay.
So
Oh,
I
okay.
I watched. So I binged everything up till then, and then season 4 on I watched as it was coming out. And then yeah, House of the Dragon as well. We're big
Yeah.
fans of that. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
I mean the ending was interesting, but
Yeah.
I think I can separate enough where like it really is a great show. Like
Yeah.
they did such a good job. The characters are so good.
Watching
it's-
watching the second time, there was actually some parts of like, oh, this is actually kind of funny. Like
the second
the
rewatch is way
jokes.
better. It's
Yeah.
way better. The first time you're just trying to figure out who's who and what's going on.
what. Yeah.
And then you
yeah.
figure something out, and then they just kill that person. It's like, well, you didn't actually need to know now because now they're
Yeah.
out of the picture.
Yes.
But yeah, the second rewatch, it's a whole different experience.
I haven't
there's a lot
rewatched
of
it.
difference.
Maybe we should do that.
Thanks,
should.
thanks, Cody. I guess we're watching
It's
it this
great.
weekend.
You definitely
Yeah.
should.
But
Has
it,
the third-
kind of
Okay.
it
Oh, go
kind
ahead.
of got me to like look at to see who has custom Game of Thrones figs.
Oh,
I was just gonna
people.
ask that. I was just gonna ask, has a
Yeah.
third party
Yes.
made custom?
And I
Game of
Citizen
Thrones?
So-
Brick
See
did them
mine.
early on, and they're
Yeah.
extremely
Okay.
expensive now.
Mhm.
And then, like now, I mean, there's a few smaller Chinese brands that will do some extremely stylized ones, but there isn't a lot for like widely available, I would say.
All right.
Do you think they would still sell? Because it's not really hot like that. It's not really a hot.
I mean, Firestar has done. I don't know if you guys know brands.
Yeah.
Firestar is I think a UK UV brand. They've done a few recently.
Okay.
K-Town Bricks has
Yeah,
done
I was
a
gonna say.
couple.
So
Oh,
those are
wow.
currently in
That's
stock
cool.
right now.
They still have these in
What's
stock.
What is
Yeah.
the white guy called again? I
The
forget.
White Walker.
White Walker.
White Walker. White Walker.
So they
Yeah.
they just started doing these again. So I don't know if I'm assuming they're gonna do more, but like this is I think they've done some previously, but they might be starting to produce again. So now's a
Maybe
good
when
time to get in.
season 2 of the House of Dragons starts coming out,
Yeah.
that'll be a time to get
Season
into
3
it.
or 4 at this point.
Yeah.
They're
Long Break
Oh, is
uh,
it?
just released their
think so.
Lannister series.
4.
Is
yeah.
this of
Three.
House of Dragons? Or season 3?
Season
3.
two.
Season,
No.
no.
Season
Yeah,
3.
three.
Coming out 3.
3's next,
I'm
right?
losing-
Yeah,
I'm
these
losing
next.
track.
Did
But-
you watch Andor?
I did. I was not a fan of season 1.
No? You didn't like the spy?
It's-
You know, like the
it just
prison?
it didn't feel like I the prison is the only reason I finished
I
because
love
I
the
was
prison.
it was losing
prison's
me, and then halfway through the prison starts and I'm like, okay, this is what I want. Like
Yeah.
it
I think it was because of Smeagol.
Mm.
yeah. But probably he was very good, but I mean
He
it
was
just
very good.
it didn't feel like the Star Wars that I had grown to love, like
It
in the
has a
way
different
that like
flavor,
it
a
has to
different
be. It's like Star Wars is a little cheesy. Like at the end of the day, like that's just how it's always been. And Andor is very serious and takes itself
Serious.
very seriously.
Yeah.
So it wasn't for me. But I I'll watch everything Star Wars. So season 2, I was like, all right, I'm gonna go through it because I need to know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
The first 3 episodes, I was like, it's more
Yeah.
the same. There wasn't enough casting in those first 3. I'll
Mhm.
say that. Like he was definitely the heart of the show, as he should be. But every episode after that, up till the end, I was very pleased with, very into.
Yeah.
I'm glad I stuck with it because that
think the
especially like
last-
that second to last episode, I think was probably my favorite.
No.
I mean,
I think the last
they did
5
a really
episodes
good job.
for me.
Yep.
Last 5 episodes were
Yep.
were
Up and up.
yeah.
Mhm.
And then
Which is how it should be. It's how it
Yeah.
should be.
Yeah.
They should build.
build.
TV now is so strange. Like, I don't think that people have figured out how to write for like these shorter seasons,
10
right?
Yeah,
We used to
yeah,
have
yeah.
like 23 episodes to get through a season, and now it's
Yeah.
8 to 12.
Yes.
And I
How
don't
do
think
you
they do a
condense
great
it?
job structuring that and condensing it. But Andor did a great job with that this season.
And then
Yeah,
did you
season
watch
2 also
Rogue
had a
One after?
good runtime too.
Mhm.
Like,
I
think,
liked how they had the
Yeah.
like the arcs. They just released 3
Yeah.
episodes
3
at a time.
episodes,
We didn't have to
Yeah.
wait.
Yep.
3 hours of Star Wars,
It was
basically.
like watching 4 movies
Yeah.
basically. Each week
Yeah.
you have like another movie because each one is.
It was a
what,
lot to get
20 minutes?
into, but I'm definitely glad they did it, especially those first 3, because if they only released that first episode and maybe that second episode, I think they would have lost a
Yeah.
lot of people.
They would have.
Yeah.
Like, you needed to get to the third one to be like, okay, here's what the story is
Yeah.
at this
Yeah.
point. I think they were
And
really
I think-
smart doing that.
The third arc, it was like after the second episode of that third arc, you're like, oh, is that the last episode? And then there's like
Yeah.
another one after that. too.
Yeah.
Like,
I thought the same thing.
Like an ending already.
Yeah. That's
Like,
the
oh, shoot.
conclusion. So I watched the Rogue One after
Afterwards.
I watched
Yeah.
Did you
it. It's
finish
like,
it or
I'm still halfway, but it's like it just again, like you said, like watching Game of Thrones second time, watching Rogue
forgot
One
stuff, right?
after this gives you like a different
Yeah.
clarity of like significance of
The rebels,
context,
yeah.
right? Of the
Mhm.
rebels. And then I keep thinking if they were to like go on a tangent again and create like another storyline for somebody, I don't know, like what you would think is insignificant, right? Like I know it's like Andor is always a significant character, but it's like who would it next be? And it's funny, like they
Yeah.
start whispering like Galen Erso's name in the end part of Andor,
Mhm.
and then of course you meet him right again as a farmer, and then
Mhm.
he's somewhere later, and then his daughter is like lost to the wilderness. But I would like to see Galen Erso's story. Like he is clearly somebody significant enough to be able to like create blueprints, architect, but then decide to like get rid of it. It's like I don't need this fame, fortune. Like it's so evil for me. Let me like is it going to be too simple of a character? Because I feel like they didn't really bank on his character much, other than he's significant enough. Here's his daughter. They all die. So,
Yeah.
but it's interesting because they with this idea of like being able to pronounce people's different characters and sort of like where they're coming from and why they're so angry. It does give that depth because you're right. I grew up with Star Wars too. And it's like, it is fun and corny, right? It's like, you love those characters and it was very geared towards kids. And now as we're aging, I feel like the people who watch it like us, they want to give you also that dimension of people as people from beyond it.
Yep.
And it actually caters to what we're looking for versus who it catered to when we were little, right? I don't know.
Which
Like,
honestly,
even-
I think Mandalorian season 1 and 2, I think balanced that perfectly. Like there
Mhm.
definitely was like those choppy
seriousness.
slapstick moments, but it was
Yes.
serious as well.
That's
Like,
true.
Those
That's
first
true.
2 seasons, I mean, those were fantastic. I want more of that.
I think that's gonna be my next binge watch, The Mandalorian. Yeah.
Rewatch, or are you did you not
Rewatch,
watch?
yeah.
Yes, rewatch.
Getting ready for
Like
the
when-
movie next year, right?
Yeah.
Maria was saying about some insignificant characters in the past. Like when we saw A New Hope and Mon Mothma's character.
Yeah.
You only see her for like a little bit, but then seeing her backstory now from Andor season 2 and like where she came from, like a really rich environment.
Yes.
She looks very like even her
Wow,
all her different
everything,
costumes and everything.
Yes.
And then back
Into Rebels, where she's like so
like
simple
a
and
plain smock
yeah,
and
yeah.
with her
Yeah.
bangs. It's,
Yes,
it's,
yes.
it's interesting to see kind of where her motivation came from and like why she's so into it now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There's like a different perspective. So when you see A New
Yes.
Hope now, you're like, oh, I want to see
Yeah.
how Mon Mothma is like
because again, when you see like just a cast of characters, right, and they're like, I want to like destroy this and I want to help fight this, you're like, okay, people just want to fight, like they're just clamoring for what, right? But again, just to give that glimpse of where they come from, I think that was good.
How's your week, like, Cody?
Pretty good actually. Work has been crazy for me this year, but this week it's finally slowed down a little bit. So that's very good. My 4-year-old is just finishing up preschool. I think next week Wednesday, I think she's done. So that's
she's your oldest
exciting as well. Yes.
Okay.
Is she into any activities like dance or sports or anything?
Yeah,
like that?
she just had her first dance recital I think 2 weeks ago. So that was really awesome.
What kind of dance was it? Was it like
ballet?
Ballet. All right.
Yep. So that was awesome to see. She's in swim class.
Is her mom a dance mom?
She's not. No, we got into it. So
you were a dance dad.
I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go that far. No, our my wife's sister lives just a couple blocks away from us, and she has a little boy and a little girl too. So we have a lot of crossover events with the family. So they were in the girls were in dance together. So that was a lot of fun.
Okay. No, it's a good question. If your wife was previous dance mom or had even previous experience.
Why did you want to be a dance mom?
Well, no. I mean, no. But I have lots of friends whose kids over the years have been in dance. Right. And it just, it just gets more like the cost. Yep. Cost wise, like costumes and stuff like that. So, I mean, yes, we have boys and there's a different cost to boys in general with sports and the amount of food that they have to eat. But when I hear about the cost of costumes for like one dance, I'm just like, wow.
Well, for boys, I think hockey might be like the most expensive.
The most expensive, yes.
Yeah, that sounds right.
For sure.
Because like growing up, it was like soccer and basketball, which are like all you need is like
shoes.
I know.
Right.
Soccer, you don't need any. You just need a ball.
Right.
You can make your own net. Like basketball, you have a hoop.
Yes.
Baseball, you kind of need some equipment.
Yes.
But hockey's like the most because you have all the
gear
and everything.
They want to preserve your teeth, so there has to be like some sort of insurance for that and things like that. But I guess your two younger ones are just still younger, like just
around. I mean they're in swim class. That's about it at this point.
Survival is
good.
Yeah, swim's a good one.
Yeah.
Have you guys been watching The Last of Us?
Yes.
Yeah.
Season finale? Did you?
Was that the season finale?
Yes.
It was.
Oh my god!
But it seemed like a mid.
I know.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's really gone, and we don't play the video game, so I didn't know anything that was gonna happen. Season 2, episode 2 really has been.
Shock for you.
Oh my god! I was just, are you kidding me? And that was like the entire heart of the show for me, right?
Yeah.
Like the Joel.
It went downhill after that for her.
And I can't. Who doesn't
so
love
good in
Joel? He's so good, right? But like to me, like that was the whole heart of like episode, like season 1. Like why would he kill all of them, right? For him to just be eliminated. I was out. Nick's like, did you watch it? I'm like, yeah. I watched
what did you guys think about it then? The finale.
Ellie started annoying me.
Started?
I'm gonna be a dad. Okay, I'm gonna stop now.
I guess it was kind of tolerable, but then like this last episode, I was like, "Oh my gosh, where did you get this annoying?"
Okay,
it's kind of unrealistic though. Like, she's like going to all these different places.
I was gonna say, I was tired at one point for her. Like, she got on the boat, she almost got
she went to
hung. She went back on the boat.
Yeah, a lot happened there. It must have been like, all this
time.
happened in the game, so we gotta kind of show this.
Like,
but yeah, it did seem a little strange.
I had to rewind during that segue, like that segment part, to go, did I miss something? Like, how are we like on ocean?
No, that was really choppy. Yeah, she's out of the boat. She's
and then she was
captured. She's back in the boat.
Yeah.
And like, so she was captured, strung up, and then
there was a bell that was ringing, and they had to go to the village.
Let her go. They let her go with like her gun. It could have been 2 seconds for them to go.
Yeah.
But okay, we'll let her go. You can keep her gun, and we're just gonna go over back.
Well, my thing is like, she's like mission focused. And then when they're in that garage, they're like, that Scar kid is like, oh, we got to save him. We're going to like, jeopardize the mission. And then when it comes to choosing between revenge to saving, like, essentially her uncle. Like,
Yes.
oh, I'm gonna choose revenge. And
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, you want to save like a person you don't know versus someone you do know. Yeah.
So
I was
yeah,
like, dang.
I mean,
Yeah.
I
And
don't
then
know.
the ending was kind of shocking. I didn't expect.
Yeah, that ending was shocking.
Certain people to die, but
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's.
But did
quick.
they?
Well, I mean,
Yeah, I know, I know,
the
I know.
one person
I know,
who
I know,
was
I know.
on the ground with blood oozing out of his head. It's,
No spoilers. Spoilers.
Oh, do you guys watch like the behind the scenes too? At the
no,
end?
No.
No.
Yeah, they confirmed it.
I
I was
think I
like,
just
oh,
felt
he's
it.
not dead. There's no way. They're
what?
like, oh yeah, when Bubble Ball died, I was like, oh dang, I guess he's dead.
How did you think he was not dead?
Huh? People get stabbed by lightsabers.
And then they're alive
They still
still.
survive
TV.
twice.
Last week we were talking about Fargo because I'd never seen Fargo, and
Okay.
And
The
it was
movie or the
100
show?
years ago. Both.
both.
Okay.
Like
And so-
I watched it, but I had no recollection.
So we
anymore.
watched the movie,
watching it. I'm like, I don't remember.
and
this.
I was like, this is kind of hokey, like with their voices. and
Yeah.
everything.
yeah.
A lot of yaws. I
Yeah.
guess, is this Wisconsin talk? Is that the Wisconsin?
No,
accent?
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
Minnesota.
Don't lump
And
us
so,
in.
and then even Nick went, and then Nick went on like some sort of a rabbit hole where he wanted to see what the history of the people are who migrated to where, originated into first
Minnesota.
Scandinavian,
Yeah.
European, right? So it's like the
Yeah.
And so we started watching the show.
Uh-huh.
movie.
And-
Or no, the show. The show.
Yeah, I like the show. I like the show better.
Same.
I like
It's
the
very
show better.
Dexter-ish.
How much did you watch?
Just season 1.
I'm on
Okay.
season 1. I'm like episode 4 or 5.
I think season 1 might be my favorite, just because I really
Oh,
like
yeah.
Martin. I like Martin Freeman so much. Like he's
Lord
so
of the
good.
Rings.
He's so good in the. Okay, that's.
You
I'm
have
not
a
a-
little bit of a theme going.
I'm not a big
just
Hobbit
saying.
guy. I'll put that out there. I'm not a huge fan of the Hobbit movies. But no, he plays that that
So good.
Minnesotan so good. And then
Yes.
So
the
good.
cop, she is fantastic as well.
Yes.
That
From-
whole season.
She looks familiar.
She looks like she could be in
Yeah.
The Handmaid's Tale. I'm not gonna lie, but she isn't, right?
What
No,
is
she's
she
not.
from? But yeah, I think we watched 3 seasons and they're up to like 5 now, maybe.
Yeah.
Each season there's a new cast, and I guess it's
Yeah.
it's a new because they're looking on IMDb.
Yes.
Have you seen that Harold Fargo, the show or the movie?
Yeah, your homework. And then we're gonna talk about it next week.
No, I don't want any more homework.
It's on Amazon Prime.
But like even Better Call Saul, and he's just so dismissive about
Yeah, he's there too.
don't stop investigating. Anyways, it's good. It's a good show.
Yeah, you were surprised. Like it's a cross between Breaking Bad and Dexter. That's what I would say.
Oh.
Because Martin Freeman's character is like
I do.
like Breaking Bad, like what's his Walter White. He's like
Yeah.
Walter White in Breaking Bad.
Okay.
And then Billy Bob Thornton's character.
What do you do when you actually do what you always wanted to do, and then the consequences of it's irreversible what I did. What do I do now?
And then Billy Bob.
Billy Bob Thornton.
He's like Dexter. He's like a vigilante kind of.
Yeah.
He's like Dexter and you like Dexter, right, Harold? So
Yeah.
you might like
totally up your alley. You're gonna love this
But-
homework.
go for the show over the movie. Like I like the show better than the
Yeah.
movie.
The movie's
was
more of
dope.
a cult classic at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, maybe if I watched it multiple times.
I mean, it won so many awards, right? Then. And
Yeah, I was like, how did this won Oscars? Or-
I guess we have to watch the other movies from that year to see what the comparison is.
There you
To
go.
go, yep, it was Fargo.
Yeah.
Are we ready to go into our next
Sure,
segment?
Let's do this.
Ooh,
Which
what's
is... It's time for show and tell. Show and tell. All right, let me set it up. You have show and tell?
Yeah.
You have
do it.
something?
I
You have
do.
show and tell,
It's just-
Cody? You have stuff?
Yeah,
The show?
I'll figure something out.
All right.
Okay,
What
my
do you
show
got?
and tell. I carry a notebook with me all the time, and I'm a
That's
hoarder for
good.
stationery. Hoarder. I don't have anything booked. I'm still reading the same book as last week. So I finally used this Lego notebook that I've had for over 10 years, and it's a moleskin.
Oh, the one that says sucks?
It does say sucks.
Yeah, sucks.
But I'm slowly, because I like to write down all the things that I'm going to do in Chicago or all the restaurants that I want to like try out. And we have always been going to Chicago, always tried the same deep dish pizza places. Then I'm like, I'm going to look at
Oh yeah, you're looking for.
I'm going to look for
different
new ones. Like we can't keep going to the same places. And this is the problem, right? Like even in a restaurant, you always order your favorite thing, but you want to try something new.
So
Then
the,
it's like-
the past couple of times we went to Brick World Chicago's, we've been to Pequod's, Giordano's,
Yes.
Moretti's,
Moretti's,
and
exactly. Minaldi's.
Lou Malnati's.
Yes,
So we've tried those 4.
absolutely. So we're going to go try
We're gonna
this
try something
time
else?
Rosati's.
get chocolate cake.
Rosa,
shakes?
and this time I
No,
want to
that's at.
I want to try
that other
local
place.
and I want to try like not the franchise. So I want to
So,
try.
but do these places have deep dish?
Yes, of
Okay.
course. Why would I like not
Nick.
have
I don't
deep dish?
know.
I
I
don't
don't know.
research, but I did find a Detroit style pizza,
Okay.
Hmm.
Jet's Pizza, and Rosati's and Mario's Pizza.
Do you know about these pizza places, Cody?
I
do you
mean-
go to? I guess Wisconsin's pretty close to Chicago.
You driving?
Oh, you're on mute. You're on mute still.
I know about Giordano's,
Mhm.
and now I know about Moretti's because of Brick World last year.
Sean.
Yes.
Those are the 2 that I've been to.
So
Did you try the macaroni and cheese
mac
pizza?
and cheese deep dish?
I did not. What did I get? I got the Bam Bam shrimp with Tyler.
Oh.
We don't even look at nothing, not pizza. Hello, we're talking about Bam Bam
Oh,
shrimp. I
Yeah.
can make that here.
You went to a deep dish. And,
Bam,
oh,
bam,
that's your that was your
It
appetizer.
was really good. I'll tell you how much. They were raving about that mac and cheese pizza though.
Yes.
Also, they
Yeah.
tried.
Yeah.
Other
Yep,
people.
I
tried.
We
think,
were skeptical, and then it's been 2 years. In a
Yeah,
row
they
that
didn't
we
trust
go
me.
straight
Pockets
for
might
it.
have got it, or maybe Pockets
Pockets?
might have got it. Maybe,
Nice.
Mm.
maybe
Mm.
someone did.
Although I feel like I need to negotiate with Nick this time because it's just the 2 of us going. Like we don't
I
have
know.
kids. We don't have kids this year, and we have this bad habit of I'm going to order my large, and you're going to order your large.
So
Yeah.
we have to do splits.
We need to split a pizza because
Yeah.
we're just getting old. We don't have the same digestive system as when we're in high school. I'm not a football player anymore.
What's our
when we
first
went-
like deep dish restaurant? There was like 2 larges. Or like, you guys are gonna eat. It's crazy.
And we had Harold and our kids, and they're like,
I
no, we're like,
know.
no, that's just for us. Like
still
you
have
can maybe have a
leftovers.
slice, but
I know. I was like, oh.
So those are the 2 places.
3 because so I just want to because again we're only there for so many days, and I could list on and on the places that I want to try, but I want to keep.
There's
It's a
still
big-
2026 that you can.
Or we can be realistic and say,
Good
really,
try
how
next
many
time.
stomachs do we have, right? Like, and then I just want to show, okay.
What is that?
So a friend of mine brings me this coffee. I
Maria
like
always shows
coffee.
non.
Oh.
She always shows non-Lego stuff.
I mean, this was kind
Me
of Lego.
too.
Look at that Lego
yeah.
thing there. I'm like, hello, and you have a. Anyways, I shouldn't be drinking coffee. It's been a bit
What
of an
is
issue
this?
there. It's coffee. And a friend of mine brings this from London, England, from Fortnum and Mason. Who are
Christmas
known-
coffee.
Yes, who are known for their
Mason.
tea, really. But he brings me 4 canisters of this, and this is my
Oh.
last one.
Oh, you've been
What?
drinking it like
And
crazy.
I am so sad. Well, Mason's been drinking
Didn't
too.
he just come? Like,
And it just smells
how
so
did you
good.
finish it so quick?
Because it's so little. Anyways, I
Oh.
do make a drip in the morning, and I'm sad that it's my last one. It's only this much left, and it just smells so good. I mean, Christmas was a while ago. I should really keep using these things, but I just want to give a heads up to thank you for the coffee. Bring me some more when you come.
Are you a coffee guy, Cody?
I am not. My
it's-
family never. My parents never
Mm.
drank it, so it never made its way
What?
onto me.
Soldiers
But
in
He
your
never
car?
drinks it.
I'm not a coffee guy either.
No.
If
okay.
we-
Well,
if we were
I'll
to
drink
meet after high
but that's about
school,
it.
Yeah, OT. Yeah, I am drinking
Yeah.
green tea right now.
I do that, but I can't. I've tried. I've tried to be a coffee guy, but
So-
I don't like the
Hasn't stuck.
taste.
yeah,
Christine's
I-
been drinking
bitter.
mushroom coffee.
mushroom coffee.
Oh,
I've heard of
Yeah.
that.
You know that
Rishi
You haven't
Rise?
tried that?
No, I haven't tried it, but I've heard of it.
Yeah. It's very earthy.
See, Shutter says coffee is life. Right. But no, I had to sort of like reduce my coffee consumption the last year because
Yeah.
old heart. It's
Mm.
a thing. But yeah, I do love this. I'm good. I'm stopped.
What do you got, Cody?
all right. I'm gonna pull up a secondary cam here. See if this works for you.
Whoa, cool.
We're gonna get a basement tour. I love it.
Oh, let me change to a different.
Does that work?
Yeah.
Wait.
All right. Let me make sure I'm muted
Yeah.
on here. All right.
Yeah. There you go.
Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So I talked about the
We don't see
aquarium.
anything though.
I know. I
Oh,
talked
okay,
about the
okay.
It's a
aquariums
secret,
earlier, so I'll show off.
No, I
show
wasn't sure.
Oh,
Thanks here.
so
Show and tell.
boy.
That was like a unveiling.
We've
Opening the
had
curtain.
cats, we've had dogs on this show, we've had
never had
porcupine, we've never
fish.
had fish.
Here we go. It's a first for the show.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so how did you get into this?
I mean, kind of similar to Lego. We always had fish tanks growing up.
Okay.
And then when I moved into my own place, I lived in Milwaukee for a bit, and Milwaukee has a lot of really nice fish stores.
Oh, okay.
So I made my way to one of those, and that kind of got me hooked.
I'm just mesmerized by the ground level fish. They're just like at it, like on the bottom right.
Are some of them exotic?
Yeah, they're gang. That's a gang right there. They're like,
What's the colorful one? Is that
that's
like an
a
exotic fish?
platy.
The orange one
in the middle there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were the ones on the bottom? The three homies?
They're just like
those are Cory catfish.
I was gonna say, like, are they catfish? I see whiskers, I think.
Yeah.
Do some of the fish eat the other fish?
I was gonna ask that, but I feel like not. That should be wrong.
In this tank, no, but you got to be careful. You got to be careful what fish you put together, because it definitely can happen.
You'll add one more fish, and then that'll be the only fish left.
That is
My uncle
shark.
had that.
That a shark in the bottle?
So
Where?
They call it a freshwater shark, so technically
Yeah.
no, but it is in the freshwater shark classification.
Okay.
like
I know
this
my
is
fish.
a big tank. How frequently would the clean?
Oh yeah, how many
Yeah.
gallons
like
is this?
Like
This is 40 gallons, which
I was gonna say, okay,
to
40.
people that don't have fish tanks seems like a lot. It's a decent size. It's about 3 feet
Yeah.
long, a foot and a half wide and deep. But yeah, I probably clean it twice a month.
Okay.
And that's once it's established and going, it's less work than when it's new.
Yeah,
Something
I know
just-
there's a process for that too.
Yes.
To clean a tank, so you don't
Yeah,
distress the
it's-
fish.
It
Yeah.
takes some practice, it takes some time, but once you know what you're doing, it's
Wow.
not too bad.
So
yeah, that's my
What's
show
the
and tell.
newest fish?
There's some really tiny ones. I don't
Oh,
know, is this blurry or clear for you guys? But
No.
that
It's
little
clear.
guy there with the orange fins, that's
Yeah.
Do they
There's a
now
couple
make
of
their
those in
own
here, but they hide.
families and babies, or do you still feel like, oh, I'm gonna visit the fish store and buy more fish, like buy more Lego? Like, do you still get that?
They can make their own. They can breed in this tank, but typically the babies get eaten up.
Oh.
When there's so many fish like this, you gotta isolate in smaller tanks if you're gonna play that
Yeah.
game.
Great.
Usually,
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you have a Ripley's aquarium near you?
Ripley? Yes, we do.
Oh, okay,
I
cool.
think.
Oh.
I think
We
we
haven't-
might have
we
one
haven't
of
been-
those in Milwaukee.
You haven't been then, or have you been to one in general?
I have not.
Mm.
No, I'm a shed aquarium guy in Chicago.
Oh, a shed.
That's-
So Chicago
That's the one
Shed
I like to
Aquarium.
go to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, very cool. I thought you were going to say something like, this is a 40-gallon, but upstairs we have the 70-gallon
I
one
know.
I mean,
with the
I do-
piranhas and the barracudas.
My fish room.
I do have a 75-gallon, but it's not
Oh!
quite as pretty, so I won't show that one off.
75. Jeez.
And my friend used to do like saltwater fish,
Mm.
and I was like, "Isn't this expensive?" It's like, "Oh yeah, especially the sea anemone." And I was like,
Saltwater is very
what?
expensive, yeah.
"Yeah."
Wow.
Like the process, like the filters, like
Oh,
just
my
setting
God.
up the tank in general is expensive.
That's how I
That's
got
great.
into YouTube. I was just learning all
Yeah.
that little stuff that you got to know. It's a lot,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it's fun.
Sometimes
That's
that shows up in my algorithm. That's why I was like, "Is that a catfish?"
Yeah.
What do you got, Harold?
I kind of flashed this earlier. So, like I said, I'm unpacking, opening up some of my cases. I'm like, "Oh, look, I have a.
Oh,
This is a
Director
seal.
Revan.
This is this is why Opus
Oh,
like,
it's
oh,
not sealed, it's
I
open.
kept this. Why?
So you only have the plastic.
No, I mean, I have one sealed, and then I saw this. I was like, oh, I have another one, And then I was like, oh, never mind. This
Okay.
open.
Look how
This
nice
is forever.
polybags used to be.
Right?
I know.
Then they switched to that cheap big plastic. That's not as good, and now we're on to paper.
It's paper
so
stuff.
sad.
So environment.
Wasn't your Darth Revan part
mean,
of your
we don't even-
foosball squad?
Yeah, it was. The people were like, what?
Wow.
Oh, that's like knocked off
He-
$100.
Harold had the most expensive squad.
I did.
What was
So
your
I had
team?
Grand Admiral Thrawn. I had Revan. I had an expensive. I think he was the Death Star exclusive. I think Palpatine, and then it had like a celebration Darth Vader,
Oh,
Nice.
and everyone's like, "Oh dang, you're gonna scratch that up." And I was like, "What?"
You
Yeah.
just needed the Cloud City Boba Fett
yeah.
in there.
Oh, I know, right? I should just got like an AliExpress one just to like see the shot.
This is
Oh, and
a-
also these too. I was like, "Oh, these are neat."
oh yeah, I forgot
Remember
about
these?
those.
Yeah,
That Coruscant one is so good.
I know.
Where
It's like,
are
So
ours?
much printing on there.
yeah.
Is the gray one Cloud City? What's the gray one?
No, this one is Death Star.
Death Star.
Oh, Death Star. Okay.
That's no moon. And then before Lego, I used to collect like the old Clone Wars action figures. So I found like my big tote.
Jeez, that's a lot of. Looks like Bionicle.
I mean, this is like here's like a Clone Wars Count Dooku
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay, figures.
from the animated series. Yeah. This is like my jam going to like Force Friday, getting like the new releases. Yeah, here's like Sati. Like I wish Lego made a version of Tim like this with the whole
Yeah.
armor thing. But I think he was only in that
Oh, that's cool.
the 15-minute Clone Wars. I don't think we ever saw him in the animated, did we? And
Yeah, I
this
think that was
armor?
what, the 2003 Clone Wars, the Cartoon Network one. Is that what you're talking about? The first,
Yeah,
the
the
first
Cartoon
one before Disney, before
Yeah.
Disney's. Yeah.
So, did you ever have those figures displayed, or have they always been?
I
in that-
did.
Oh.
I remember before joining the Navy, I had them displayed, and then I think I displayed it once at our Christine and I's first apartment. Yeah,
It was just on
After
the shelf.
that-
All of them lined up.
yeah, all of them lined up. Like I had like all the Jedi ever released. I had the Clone Troopers, the Separatists. Yeah, those are
How
good
much do
times.
those
Just like
figures
hunting.
go for? How much do those figures go for now?
I don't know. I have some sealed, so I have a ARC Trooper Colt. He
Hmm.
goes for about like $100 something.
Wife of
Oh.
the collector.
Yeah. Someone's gonna pipe in. True.
Yeah.
that.
Like Darth Maul, I have like sealed Savage Opress. The
Mm.
most expensive one, I wish I bought. It was I call it the teenage Ahsoka when
Oh.
she like changes her outfit
Yeah.
during the what arc is that? It's like the light, dark, or the son, daughter, father
Son of
arc.
the God, the Mortis.
Yeah,
arc.
Mortis arc. Yeah, that one.
Lake
Wish I
knows.
bought that one because like she goes for about 200 some odd
Wow.
dollars loose. Yeah.
Oh, loose.
Yeah. I used to go on eBay
Wow.
just like finding the ones I don't have, like some of the clone troopers I'd like kick. I think I have, or like, oh yeah, right, this one. I think this is either Waxy or Kick, but it comes with
Well, look at the
Aired.
printing there.
yeah. But no, this is like, yeah, memories. Yeah.
What year was this? What year was all this?
Dang, this is like 2006 to 2000. I would say 12 was like the last time I've seen them on shelves.
Okay.
But now these are like Black Series figs, which are crazy enough to collect. Yeah.
Are you into that
Thanks,
now,
Humpers.
Cody? Black Series?
A little bit. I try not to be.
Yeah.
The ones I really like are like the throwback packaging. Like I have, I think I have them up there. I have the
Is
you
it
see him up
the
there?
Revenge?
Right,
Oh
right
yeah,
up here. It's the Clone
Okay.
Wars,
the Clone Wars.
Grievous, Mace, and Arc Trooper.
Yeah,
Um,
Frodo.
I have like the Redeemed Vader Black Series.
Oh,
So like
nice.
some of
Oh,
like
yeah.
the special edition packaging. I'll get those, but I try not to delve too deep into it because obviously I've got more than enough on my plate with my main
Collectibles,
hobby.
like-
So
I know you're a helmet guy too.
I am a helmet guy. I
Oh.
try not to be, but
I know.
they're
When I
so
saw that
cool.
Boba Fett helmet, I was like, oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, like others over here.
Oh, dude, the clone that Scout Trooper one is very tempting. The clones are very tempting. I have the Rex one. I saw the pre-order go up for the Cody one. I need to get that. But yeah, I try and limit myself on those, but they're so
I
so
know, it's
cool.
so
They're
good.
so well done.
I will say the Scout Trooper one's my favorite. I think that one's like T.
I thought you were
It's
gonna
just
do.
it's such a clean helmet.
It is.
I thought you were gonna do a live unboxing, Harold.
You want me to?
Let's see it. Oh,
What?
the
What?
Crocodile Dundee knife.
What?
And I need to buy a new one.
How's the packaging in this? Is it like a special
So-
packaging?
That smell
This
that
is-
just comes out.
Hmm.
Right? Like when you
I
open
think this is
packages.
just a re-release. So this is the Rogue One Stormtrooper helmet.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
The beginning release of these helmets, they come in square boxes,
Mm.
Yeah.
but the newer ones they have like a slant. I don't know why.
Oh,
Yeah. But this packaging is different.
oh, okay. It's
It's
like in a
paper?
white.
Yeah.
It's in like a bag to protect them from
Yeah, normally it's
from
in the
scratches on
bag.
the cardboard.
Yeah.
It's
Oh.
2 pieces. What's that?
I don't know.
It's like a cup.
It is like it's a cereal
Is it
bowl.
like, you know, when you buy a
It's like a
purse,
cereal
they
bowl.
have a bag. Oh.
Oh, it's-
Oh, nice. Okay. So you just like wear that, eh?
It could be like an astromech droid.
Or a bike helmet.
Yeah.
A bike helmet. A skateboard helmet. So that's not part of the helmet. You have
It
to
is part of
assemble
the
it?
You have to put it
Yeah, you have to
together.
assemble it. The
Oh.
other ones you
Oh.
don't,
I
except
know.
for the Mandalorian ones. They have the Scout.
I have a Mandalorian one and it's very just metal.
Oh, the one
I-
you got for Hayden?
I'm going back and forth if I want to get the Cody helmet. That looks like that
It
one's
looks really.
cool.
It's only $100, which I'm surprised. I
know.
thought most of them were like 120, 130 now.
Yeah, Rex. I think he's still at 130, 136.
Yep.
But yeah, Cody is an Amazon exclusive too.
Yeah. Like I was like
Yeah.
worried that like, oh, do I need to pre-order this now because are they gonna like, is this a mistake? Are they gonna raise it to that 130 or
I know.
what's going
So
on there?
the Death Trooper originally was $100, and then it
Oh.
rose up to 120. Now it's sold out, and I'm like, dang.
Yeah, it's a good
I'm
one.
gonna wait. Yeah, that's a good one too.
But yeah, they do a decent job of bringing them back and re-releasing them. Like they've done that a few times with I think both Boba Fett's or all 3
Yeah.
Boba Fett's actually.
Do you
Yeah, I
have a
need to
Boba
get that
Fett?
prototype one.
You have a Boba Fett one, Harold?
I don't have a Boba Fett. I have shoot, which ones
Mandalorian.
do I have now? I have
You have the
Mandalorian. I have Death Watch.
Hmm.
Scout Trooper, Clone or Phase 2, Clone Trooper.
I want a
I
Phase
have
1 Clone
Captain
Trooper.
Fett.
That's the one
Oh,
I really want.
yeah.
They haven't done any of them yet, but I'm hoping
Do they
to
have
get
like
to
a Vader or a Kylo Ren?
Oh yeah, I have a Darth Vader one.
both.
Oh,
I
they do have
forgot
both.
about that one.
Which Vader do you have? Because isn't there 2 like the newer one is more silver? Like, I
Yeah,
guess that's more screen accurate.
That one's nice because I was debating whether or not I want to get the original release versus the new one. The new I prefer the new one over the old.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
Oh, you want me to put it on?
Well, I mean,
Well, that was the
yeah.
whole point, right?
Like, why else are we gonna open it? Good fit.
Perfect fit. See, I think this would be too big for Maria's head.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, How's the
How's the sound?
ventilation?
Can we hear you?
I don't like the. I mean, probably wear my glasses underneath here. You see my
Can you
eye?
see us?
Oh, I guess not.
Oh. How is it?
It's actually not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. The newer helmets do have padding underneath. This one just has the T-band.
Mhm.
Oh, like the bicycle.
So you have to really adjust it, or else it's just gonna be like really floppy.
Can you
Um,
see it from the slits in the eyes, or not so much?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was actually kind of afraid that it was gonna like be too conforming to the face.
Okay.
I did see reviews, but maybe those guys had big heads.
I
I
think
thought
your
I had
eyes
a
would
big
be
head.
where the band.
I think so.
Where the
I
band would
wouldn't
be.
see
That's-
anything else.
that's where-
So
Yeah.
I'd be
I
like,
might actually be able to
adjusting.
fit my glasses in here too. Because the Scout Trooper, that one opens in the front, and I could wear my glasses.
Hmm.
Versus this one, yeah, I could probably.
Here goes
Do you wear your helmets, Cody?
your
I
headphones.
do not. No, I think I put them all on like once when I open them, and then they sit on the shelf.
Yeah, me too.
I'm scared
Or-
to touch the
This is
Mando
us
one because of
watching-
that finish, like that metallic finish.
Oh.
Like
Yeah.
I feel like is very very fragile, and it looks like it looks good. It looks like metal, but it's just
Yeah.
that paint they got on there.
Oh,
Don't wanna scratch it out.
Our youngest is heavy into Star Wars, and for his last birthday, he wanted this Mandalorian helmet. It weighs a ton.
Yeah, it's
It's-
not like those helmets.
It's like
It was one
custom
on Amazon.
made, like steel. And
Oh
he puts
man,
it on, and he's like, "Yeah, I can't." I'm like,
I think I've seen that.
"Happy birthday!"
It's cheaper. It's not like the $100 ones. What was it?
It was $100.
Oh, I thought it
It
was
was
cheap.
a lot.
Yeah,
It wasn't not a lot.
Is it my
because
turn?
there's a like Commander Fox one I wanted to get. It's a resin finish,
resin
hand
would be
painted
light.
though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it your turn, Nick?
Yeah, I'm trying to find the view.
It's
What?
Harold again.
I don't know how come
We're having a moment here.
it's not the the view
Oh.
that we had earlier.
Yeah.
Oh, this one. That's the one I wanted.
Is
Alright.
it?
All right. So
Okay, you're on there. I'm not touching anything.
I'm not touching.
Oh,
I'm
let me
touching
just
it.
put myself on the big screen then, so it won't.
You
go.
are. Oh.
Oh,
Okay,
like that.
so-
Yeah.
This is the Spider-Man bust I was talking about. So it usually snaps like the
Okay.
And
Yeah,
this
that's
is where
his
I'm planning
web.
on putting the Black Panther. Okay, so this week I built this.
Oh.
The
Oh.
what's it called?
We're like, oh,
Star Destroyer.
Star Destroyer.
Where's Cal Kestis?
That's a new one.
So Calcassa, I finally opened
Oh.
my case, brick shell.
Mm.
So I was waiting to finally build the Death Star and this set, which was the pink R2D2.
What set was that?
It was
Battle Pack 2-pack.
Oh, was
This one.
it?
this one here.
Oh, dang. You know, I can't remember if I bought 2 of those or not.
So the thing about this brick shell, it only had 6 spots, but
Mhm.
there's 7 anniversary.
Mhm.
Mhm.
But luckily, you can stick 2 of them on one of these spots. But like Cody was saying earlier, there's no screws on these, and it's not magnets. It's just slots.
Some
Oh.
of them
Yeah.
are magnets.
But it's pretty exact. And for those that are interested in numbers,
Mhm.
what
Yeah,
is
what'd
my
you get?
number?
Should be on the front right,
that
maybe.
where?
Like on the bottom
the
of the base
curveboard?
there.
Oh, here. So I got 240 out
wow.
of 250.
That's cool.
So yeah, it's like a kind of a roundish
Yeah, that's a
roundish
good one.
number. Maria.
Yep.
240 out of 250.
I know.
I can see your eyes closing there. You're not. But yeah, so I have a spot for this.
Where?
In the Lego room.
he somehow manages to find
Yeah.
shelves on already full shelves.
You
I
have
totally
to.
get it. Dust is the enemy, and
And
sometimes I will just
Surprisingly, I have a spot for
Stay
this
there.
too. I didn't think I would, but I moved.
Oh,
things-
in the
surprisingly
ceiling,
intentionally.
no. So
you're gonna fly
Chloe,
it.
Harold's always trying to me to do like duck bricks and have stuff like hang on
Yeah.
the ceiling, but that's not.
It's
not
not
gonna
part of
happen.
the works in this.
Do you have
But-
any other Star Destroyers?
Does
Um,
he?
Do
What do I have?
Excuse your bad.
Okay, so you got the big
So-
one. You got both
yeah, we got
big
the
ones.
big one.
Do you have any other play scale ones?
He
Okay,
has
what-
the first order.
So
Oh,
what
he has
what
one up
do you
top.
think? That's 2008 or 9. That's one of the early ones.
Yeah.
Okay, and you got the Venator there. So what do you think of the new one compared to that older one on the shelf there?
What did
I
you
think
say?
the building techniques were a bit better. It was a bit sturdier, I found. More technic in there.
No, it's not.
Like I think
As-
that one is from 2012, 2013,
Okay, so that was the second
kind of
one
that
then?
era.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it wasn't the first one because I only started collecting in 2012.
I think I had that one.
Building this one, Maria just calls this the big triangle or
Just
the pizza
pizza
slice
slice.
or the cursor. But I found it was things weren't falling apart. It
Yeah.
was
You're
pretty
building.
sturdy. It was less sturdier. Oh, what happened?
Yeah, I do think generally it is better. I wish the nose was a little bit longer. The proportions of that bridge to like the full size of it is just a little bit small.
Mhm.
But I mean, yeah, we saw this built at Brick World last year by Cristo.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
So that was really cool. But yeah, I think I had the first one, and yeah, those early ones, they just the paneling just falls apart all the time.
And it's the
this
first one
new
with like
seemed
the
way
original
sturdier.
gray, the first one, or is it also with the light bluish gray?
That's a good question. Was that before
No, it was like
the
light bluish gray.
change?
It was still like
Yeah,
bluish
I think it was right
Yeah.
after. Yeah.
I didn't
But
know that because I just looked it up.
I was iffy on getting the UCS.
He's not
Star Destroyer,
iffy.
but like after seeing it now, I'm like, oh, it's such pretty cool.
Yeah,
It is so
see?
good. Yeah.
I just have it on the back view, but
Mhm.
I think I like the
Mhm.
back view better than the front view.
Yeah. I
What
could
was
see
your
that.
other choice besides the Star Destroyer?
Millennium Falcon. So
You got-
for the longest time, I didn't have the Millennium Falcon or the Star Destroyer, and then I ended up getting both of them pretty much at the same time.
yeah,
And
that
then
Star
I
Destroyer
needed-
had this poster.
I needed a spot to display it, and so I bought these. I bought these double calyx shelves
Yeah.
to make it like a table. So I was able to display it. So this is what I'm gonna put them.
Oh, wow, you're gonna have your Imperial fleet over there, huh?
Here's my Lord of the Rings.
Ooh, I see a lot of Hobbit in there.
Mhm.
Double Hobbit.
There you go.
I guess these are
There is the Mines of Moria.
Mines of Moria is so good. I want
Yeah.
a new one of those. Give us a little bit more landscape in a new one.
Oh yeah, like another direct-to-consumer one.
Yeah, just like a little bit like some
Yeah.
floor and like the gate. That's such
More
a good
So
idea.
goblins.
Tristan, our eldest, had the Helm's Deep and
Okay.
like the two big castle types.
Yeah.
And he just Frankensteined it into his base. He called it the Big T base.
Okay.
And so all of those pieces are just in my collection now.
All
And
collection.
I kept the minifigures, but
What do we do with
the
all
only
these?
thing that we have from that era is the Mines of Moria. We don't have Helm's Deep anymore.
That's
we don't
okay.
have-
Mines of Moria, I think that's the best set from that.
I think
From
so
that
too.
first wave.
That's the reason why.
Yeah.
It's nice and compact, and
Mhm.
the castle ones. There's better castles now compared
Yeah,
to
like people are really into that Helm's Deep, and like it's good, but yeah, there are, especially now, there are much better castles nowadays.
Is it
They're just
true?
limited by the size of the set.
Is it true we're getting the tiers? How do you
Minus
pronounce
tiers?
that?
Minus Tirith.
Midas Tirith?
Minister.
I don't think we know anything for real next year.
Yeah.
I thought I saw a brick clicker kind of thing that
I
it might be coming
personally,
out.
I think that will be the next one. Because I think it would either be that or it would be another Helm's Deep.
Mhm.
And I feel like doing a Minus Tirith, like that's the one everyone wants because we already got a Helm's Deep in the past.
Yeah.
And I think that would be like a much more grand build. 'Cause it would be essentially micro scale because Minus Tirith is massive.
I was just gonna ask if you thought it was gonna be micro scale.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be kind of like that. The first Hogwarts, the $400 Hogwarts castle. I think it's gonna be kind of like
Right.
that if it does get done. Which I prefer Helm's Deep, and I would prefer Helm's Deep also because it would be more minifigure
Yeah.
based and scaled than a Minus Tirith would be. But I'm not gonna complain at the end of the day. I just want one of everything.
Works.
But yeah, my money would be on Minus Tirith next year, I think.
Would that be a day one buy if it did come out for you?
Depends on the
Or
GWP.
did it, would it depend on the
GWP.
Yeah.
Yes, I know the answer to that too.
Soldiers of Gondor.
Yeah,
Are we ready for our last segment?
should.
Which is it's time for news you can use. All right, news that you can use. Thanks to Alan the Brick Fan. Let's see what Alan has for us this time. Share screen.
Maybe I will display these this year.
Yeah,
I
you
love
can.
my wife, but
But okay, scroll
What?
down.
That's all right. News that you can use thanks to Alan the Brick Fan. What do you
Thanks,
have?
Alan.
Lego
Yeah.
Ideas Roman Forum
Did you
achieves
see
10,000
this, or it's a different one?
supporters.
It's a different one,
I
right?
think it's a different
because we saw
one.
like a Roman temple before. It's okay.
You get the Roman minifigures, which is always nice. Which I think they're expensive.
It's like marketplace.
Oh yeah, those are like
Yeah, those aren't cheap.
$30.
Oh, look, they have actual horses. In
sounds
Oh,
right.
that's cool.
The actual horses.
That's cool.
It's okay.
I feel like that's okay. I like
No,
it.
if we get this, I don't think it'll be Lego Ideas. It would probably be Bricklink Designer Program if it does.
That's what I was gonna say.
Come
It
on.
reminds me a lot of some of those Bricklink sets, and I mean, honestly, it's kind of similar to Rivendell in some ways. I don't know.
Mhm.
I do think we need to get some Roman stuff somewhere, because I think people would be really into that.
There was that show on Amazon Prime.
Rome.
Not Rome. It was
That's
something
an
like
HBO.
I do like
The-
that one too.
the
I am.
Oh, I
people that
know.
died, or
What's it called?
it has one of the characters from Game of Thrones in it. The bad guy.
Pompey?
They're all
Pompey?
bad.
No, the guy who like I forget, he like cut someone's ear, or I can't remember what he did, but or he cut someone's tongue.
Ramsey.
Yeah, Ramsey.
Maybe?
Ramsey's in
Ramsey
this
Bolton?
Roman. Bolton, yeah, Ramsey
Bolton.
Bolton. He cut someone's tongue, right? What did he do? Not
He
someone's
cut a
ear.
lot of
He
things.
got a lot of things.
He cut a lot.
He was-
Oh, you think it's no? This is sausage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, look at that! You get three guards, and you get like a Julius Caesar.
That's
You
a
get a
Roman
cow.
Catholic.
So some sets are now on sale at Lego.com.
Oh, okay.
I didn't get this, but it's on sale. I saw the
Oh, the
Fan.
first. Yeah.
It's like
this
the,
was at Costco,
it's
wasn't
like
it?
the ultra.
Yeah, that
I
was
think
like
so. Yeah.
Good fortune. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. How much this year? Like, was it
was it
20%?
$20?
We didn't get it at
Oh,
Canadian
30%.
Costco. This one, the Duck Bricks set,
Oh,
is on sale.
forgot about that.
I probably still won't
Just
get
a
it
second,
though.
no.
I have nowhere to
You
kind
have
of
the map.
Yeah.
You have the globe.
display it. I'm not sure
And
how
I
well
saw a
this will
Target
get.
for like $70. I think it was 50% off.
Really.
Yeah.
What do you think about this set, Lake? the duck brick.
I
set.
mean, this is not what I was picturing when we heard there was going to be a set made off his final design.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I didn't care for it until I saw, I think he has it displayed in his house or apartment somewhere, and he has like 50 pictures around it on the wall, instead of just the couple that you see here. So
Oh, it looks better.
that's the most that I was into it, was when I saw it like that. But there's so much Lego to buy. I don't know if this one's gonna make it home with me.
I wonder if each year now they're gonna do a set for the winners of.
Doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
Right.
Nike
Air, yes.
So what do you guys think about this? The
No.
Air Max officially released the collection.
I heard there were like some feedback that it wasn't. There were people expecting it to be like the Adidas ones.
I heard that these are only for kids, but I'm not
They're
sure.
only for kids, yeah.
I mean, I wear kid shoes, so
Oh,
totally.
you can write it down.
I could totally fit. Yeah.
These ones don't bother me so much. It's the other ones. I think we saw the Dunk somewhere. The white one,
Oh.
the white and black.
Oh
Oh.
yeah. Mhm.
Those
But
ones
are these the
nice,
only-
But again, they're only kids.
Are these the only wearables? Or is there another wearable?
I've seen these shoes and the other shoes. I
Yeah, it's true.
believe that there's more wearables coming, but this is all we've seen
Okay.
so far.
And do we know
But-
where we can purchase these? Is it on the Lego.com or is it like at the Nike store?
I'm gonna assume that it's the Nike app, like their sneakers app. That's normally how this stuff gets dropped.
Yeah.
But if it's only kid sizes, it might be easier to get your hands on, just because I don't know that resellers are gonna buy everything up with it only being
Yeah.
kid sizes.
I wonder if it's kid sizes, if you just get the smallest size and you can have it like a display, like a tiny shoes.
You can.
It won't take up a lot of space. Yeah.
Dang, I didn't know they're just for kid sizes.
Dunk.
So this is
one.
what Lake was talking about.
Yeah. With the whole.
What do you guys think
Ball.
about this?
Dang, I thought it was just gonna be the shoe. I
Sure.
did.
Terrible.
Minifigure is interesting. Has like the big
Mhm.
ball head.
I think it was AZ Pinoy. He said he liked the minifigure.
Yeah.
When is all this released? June? is tomorrow?
I don't think this is June. This might be July or August.
July.
July
okay.
1st.
Nike
yeah.
Dunk.
$100.
It's interesting because they're like high tops.
That's
I
not
think.
bad.
I'm not sure how big this is.
It's very
Mm.
small.
Yeah, it's small. You can't wear that,
Is
Nick.
this, do you think this is printed or a sticker?
Yes, I think that's like one printed piece.
And I wonder if these are printed or stickers. The laces.
That's a good question.
Actually, they did a good job on the check mark.
How they made this? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's sharp enough and
I always like how people do brick built letters.
Yeah,
And they make
Yeah.
it do it well.
I think
the
the letters are the
sideways
best
building.
looking part of this set,
Yeah.
other than the minifigure.
Yeah.
I know some people are like, they should have been like Michael Jordan. I was like, but these aren't Jordans.
yeah.
Yeah. No,
They're
people
Dunks.
don't realize it's a different,
Yeah.
like a different branding.
Right.
I've never owned Nike Dunks. Have you guys ever had Nike Dunks?
Yeah.
Am I getting
Oh,
I
good
yeah.
have
this
not.
week for July
I'm more
1st?
of a Air Force guy.
Air Force
had-
One.
SBs too.
Oh, it opens up.
Oh.
Oh,
as
it's a
what? Like
spaceship.
house?
You
Oh,
can
you
put
snacks.
Cups?
paper clips and
Your earbuds.
Oh.
AirPods.
Paper clips and earbuds.
Oh, the minifigure is hidden in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, these are extra laces. You can just switch them up.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, that's where you could put your veggie sticks.
It's okay.
Interesting. Where are you gonna put that one, Nick?
I don't know if I'll get this. Or
He
not.
said, it's okay.
No
Let's just
way.
If it
leave
goes on
as
sale.
is."
Oh, I like the shoes.
It's not.
that's
Yeah,
cute.
that's
He
the
has-
best part is those
yeah,
legs.
shoes.
Those legs are really cool.
I don't think I like the torso though.
It looks magic.
I don't like the spots. They should have put spots on the side too,
Hmm.
but that's extra printing. That would go up to 120.
Those shoes. There's the other ones right there.
Oh,
Oh, these are
I
wearable.
like those
too.
ones more. Yeah.
yeah.
They look
Drawn on.
like an outline.
It looks like a marker.
Who's that artist who does that? I can't remember.
Oh, are we getting these minifigures too?
As tall as my shins? Yeah.
In the shoe.
Who's this guy? He has
Who?
Adidas on. Are those
No.
Adidas? Or
No.
Adidas?
He almost
It looks
looks
like
like the
It does look like
That's-
Adidas.
the soccer referee.
Yeah, that is what it looks like. Huh.
Yeah.
It looks like the shoe is quite glossy, or is it just like the
I know it does.
The rendering.
rendering? Yeah.
I think I saw this is for the WNBA.
Oh, is it?
It's like women's.
They don't look like basketball shoes though. They just look like regular
Yeah.
shoes.
Huh.
Oh yeah, here WNBA Asia Wilson has been named one of the inaugural global athletes.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, Back to the Future. Double insider point. Now you can get your dinosaur, Harold.
Oh,
T-Rex.
stop.
You've been waiting for double points.
I have. I just wait for
It's
the
right here.
regular one.
Oh, it's over. Oh no, it's
Oh,
not.
no.
It's over tomorrow or
Yeah, tomorrow.
Saturday. From now until Saturday, you can earn double points.
Where am I gonna put that?
Mhm.
Well, you
Yeah, it's
haven't
really
built a lot of
big.
things.
Yeah, it's huge. I saw it in the store. I was like,
I didn't
Yeah,
get
this is very impressive in person.
it's.
I
yeah.
haven't seen it in the stores. Like I haven't
should get
seen
one
it.
It's
day.
awesome. It's so good.
Yep. We'll build it together.
So it says double points on all Ninjago products. Does that mean like Ninjago City, like
Oh,
the
dang.
big ones?
Yeah.
Are double points too. There you go, Harold.
I didn't see that on the Lego store, huh? Or advertised. I saw
Look, this
the T-Rex.
it equates to 3,250 insider points
$25.
in rewards.
So that'll put me at
So-
700 VIP points.
Oh, May 31st is only for the Ninjago, and then the T-Rex is until June 2nd. So you have
Oh.
A week.
until Monday. And then you can also get the teddy bear if you're doing it, Harold.
I actually got the teddy bear.
Oh, you did. I didn't get the
I bought some pick-a-brick.
Lego Ideas, a twist of nostalgia winners announced.
Yes.
Oh, this is the one that you wanted, right?
Yeah, I voted for
Harold,
it.
yep.
So the winner is the Sea Serpent by NoMoreBricks 2. So reimagined from the 6057 set in 1992. So there are over 250 entries, and it was
Wow.
whittled down to 13,
Hmm.
and then this was the winner.
But yeah. Oh, from a
So
year
what's-
from
what-
now.
So what's happening? This comes out in Lego, or it comes out like somewhere
No,
else?
it's supposed to be a Lego
Target.
set. If you go down
Lego-
a little bit, it says
It's gonna be
a
a GWP, right?
Yeah.
Oh, is it GWP?
Yeah. I think
So
this is
then-
for like next year.
It would probably be like some sort of castle pirate type of.
It would probably be
Set,
what, like the Magisto GWP and the
Yeah.
Horseman one, probably along those lines, maybe.
Okay.
At $250 price point.
Yeah. Lego Ideas Timeless Creation fan vote is now live. So, the fan vote is from June 10th till September. We have the detailed classic retro television. So, for those that remember TVs that look like that,
Oh, the rabbit ears. Yeah.
the rocking horse.
Okay.
It's nice. I like how they did the hair. The hair. Are those bananas at the front? Chrome bananas. A lot of chrome in this set. I don't know if
Yeah,
the
there
actual thing will get all this chrome. What else? We have the vintage sewing machine.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Again, more chrome. This looks very Lord of the Rings-esh.
Because of the gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like the flowery.
Yeah.
Fun fact, that was actually a Ninjago piece.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I could see that. The carousel music box. It's
That was
okay.
cool.
The rustic barn lantern.
Hmm.
So which one would you guys vote for?
Probably the
Lake.
carousel.
Either sewing machine or maybe carousel. One of those two, I think.
Oh, are these?
I think-
Oh, these are brick belt scissors too.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That don't cut.
That don't cut. Yeah, I don't think they cut. Sorry, sewing machine and which one?
The carousel.
or carousel. I think those
Carousel?
are the two. Yeah.
How are you?
Carousel.
You just said the last thing.
It's colorful.
I just woke you up.
I've been up since 4.
So which one?
You
Uh,
know, I have to say I am going for the sewing machine.
you like the
It's
sewing machine?
nostalgic to me.
When I first saw these pictures, I was thinking sewing machine too. I just like the shape.
Yep. My
It's-
grandmother had
it's,
something
uh,
like this, and it would have a pedal in the bottom to
Yeah,
actually
the
steer it.
singer.
And I would be so small enough to be able to sit on that pedal, and it's kind of like a little swing.
Yeah.
So there's a nostalgia.
Even
there.
how they made this part.
Yeah.
Is this like a ski?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it. Oh, that's
But
pretty.
it's all chrome too. I don't think they're gonna give us chrome skis.
Who knows?
Yes. So we'll see who wins for that one.
Oh.
So
Whoa.
the
Balrog
Balrog
Book
Book Nook.
Nook. These
Co-
book
Cody's
nooks,
number
Fantastic
3.
set.
these book nooks are getting so popular. If not made by Lego, then by of course other miniaturist kind of pieces out there, and they've become so popular in the last I don't know, maybe year or two. But now Lego is of course giving their try into this thing where it kind of folds in and then you can put it into your shelves, right?
I'm not sure how this is 1,200 pieces though.
Look at that.
Yeah, it's this is a terrible value for your money, but
I think so.
No, I'm just saying like it doesn't look that
1,200.
it would be
pieces.
1,200. Like it looked like it would be like 500 pieces.
So
they
what
hit
are
a
the
lot
small
in there, didn't they?
Yeah.
Like
maybe
these
there's a lot
things,
of
maybe all the
swap.
orange pieces are like how many studs are
Oh,
those
that's
each?
true. These
I'm
are probably
thinking maybe
individual.
inside the pillars too. Maybe they
Something
bulked
to
it
hold
up there.
to
Yeah.
hold
Yeah,
all of the
structural.
smooth. Yeah.
A lot of Technic
Yeah.
pins.
What was the other book nook?
They have the
Came
Sherlock Holmes,
Oh right.
Oh,
How
and
And
Harry
And
then
then
Potter.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter,
Right.
the train.
Yeah.
You would
Yeah.
think I'll be all over these. I have no more shelves on my bookshelf for book.
I think that picture makes the Balrog look really cool, but then when you look at, I forgot there was
Which
one
picture?
angle. Oh, the big one on the
Like this one
left-hand
here?
side.
Oh,
No, yeah, the
this one.
left-hand side.
Yeah.
But there was an angle where I was like, why does the head look so huge? Like it almost
The
looks like a
head's-
bionicle.
the head's molded, right? The Balrog.
Yeah, it's a special mold just for that.
Oh
I
no!
mean, I'm
now
gonna buy
Nick's gonna get
this.
this, and I'm gonna have a book nook.
You are or you're not?
I'll probably buy it.
Oh, the hesitancy.
I did buy a rebrickable instructions for a really nice looking Balrog, but
Mm.
I might switch it out and put like the wings on that one. Yeah.
These look like
Oh, those are
And
Yeah,
actually,
those are slopes.
yes,
They're
printed
printed.
slopes.
so it's not molded. You piece it together.
No.
Yeah, I thought it was molded.
Hmm.
Huh.
At least they're printed.
Yeah.
And then it says
Right.
you shall not pass.
You shall not pass.
Indiana Jones sets on sale.
Oh,
This was a cool set.
this is a cool set.
You have this one, Cody?
Yeah, I got this one. I think Black Friday from Best Buy actually.
Oh,
nice.
I
Best
forget
Buy.
Best Buy has Lego. When I was there getting
that was a weird
computer.
one.
Yeah,
I know they had like a sale in
That's
Animal Crossing set.
quite a set.
Dream Season 3.
The Cyber Game announced
I want that helmet.
This one here.
That's all I want. Yeah.
the Spartan looking one, not the other one, right?
Yeah. Oh, they have
That's
one
a-
in black
that's a
and
wig.
white.
What are these brain guys?
I know there's this one build that actually looked pretty cool. It's like, oh, that's neat.
So
Dreams.
Yeah, I never got into Dreams. Everyone's like, "Oh yeah, Dreams is so
I know,
cool,"
Lego
and it's
team
always on
thinking.
sale. I think I only got a couple Dream sets. Oh, this is the teddy bear. The teddy bear. I didn't get one. Oh,
Oh,
What happened?
I pressed it, and so it went to Lego.com. Lego Ideas Working Modular Fairgrounds achieves 10,000 supporters.
there.
Ooh.
But we already have a Ferris wheel over.
So
I
this
know. I
one
feel
comes
like
with
got
a.
fairground.
This
There's
one comes with a drop zone. So I've seen these at like Lego conventions, how they do this, and it goes up, and then once it hits the top,
Yeah.
it falls, and then it catches again. So it's a cool concept how they do that. So this one has everything. Has the carousel,
With a
Ferris
goat.
wheel, drop zone. Oh yeah, with goats. So 3,000 pieces.
Oh.
Interesting. I could see this one also being Bricklink Designer Program.
Yep.
Not
Yeah.
Lego Ideas.
Yeah.
Oh, and it even has like pegs for more.
Well, for
additions.
modulars.
Yes.
Yeah, more additions.
More rides in a fairground. Samurai Castle.
So
Harold's,
great.
Harold's all over this one.
I feel like
Yeah.
this speaks to me too.
So this is the Samurai Castle.
I mean, I feel like there's it could have been more sloped. Like, you know how, I don't know, like I feel like the roofs could angle out more.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean,
I
they
mean, it
have
looks-
uses for that now.
Yeah. Like splay out, I guess.
What are these emblems? It's like a cat.
That'll be their clan.
I was gonna.
Oh,
yeah.
their clan.
I would say cast, but that's like a different
Yeah.
culture altogether.
Hey, I don't,
You like this,
I don't know
Harold?
why that's a cat. Oh yeah. If this was a set, I'll buy it.
It's bought.
But day one buy.
Yeah.
You don't even
no,
need.
no,
You don't even need a gift of purchase.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah. No gift for purchase necessary. It would be nice, but yeah, it's like
so Krusty
like
Burger.
I'll watch this thing.
I'm getting this on Sunday.
Yeah.
June
What?
1st.
Now you tell me?
I have a spot already
I
right
know.
there.
I know.
So Krusty
You still have
Burger.
to fix, Panther upstairs.
Yeah, I'll fix
Krusty
that.
Krab burger. It's
I feel like now
burger
Nick
for
has all
you
his
and
builds
me.
all over the house. He's just gonna leave it for another project.
No, I'll finish it before Krusty Burger. Love
I
Teddy
think this-
Bear. Did we see this one? Gabby's Dollhouse?
Oh, we
yeah,
did.
we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw this last week. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, weird
Alright.
cats.
It's all about
Cody, what
TJ Catnip.
are you up to this weekend?
What am I up to this weekend? I'm going to hopefully finish packing all the sets.
All right.
Oh right.
And then
That's a different countdown for you. All of us are excited about this countdown.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I need more days.
I would
Extend.
say I'm probably less stressed this year than I was last year. I think I'm in a decent spot.
Do you have the
this
same
far
amount of
out.
sets you have to do, or is it more?
It's a little bit more. We're at 145 this year, and I think we're at 135 last year. So 10 more.
Okay.
Technically, I
Oh.
only have to get the in-person ones done, so that's like 75-ish.
Okay.
Because the other ones won't ship out till after Brickworld.
I see.
But I'll work ahead on those. But yeah, I'm gonna get those packed. Hopefully, get them all like packed up in cardboard boxes and ready to just put in my car when the time comes. So
Do we know
yeah, I'm
what
gonna-
day the release party is?
Friday
Oh, it is Friday.
afternoon, I believe. It should be in that same room as last year.
Okay.
But yeah, last I heard from Sean, it would be on the
Is
Friday.
there a schedule out?
'cause
Is there already a schedule out? I never checked.
I think on the site, I think they've slowly been adding.
Okay.
Because like when you first go on, right, there's like 2 or 3 things on it, but I think that there's some sort of bare bones schedule at this point. I don't know, maybe in the app, because like they were talking all about that app last year. That's where
yeah,
to
the
find
app.
all the info. So maybe that's the place to look at this point. But we had the signups for the sessions. Was that last Saturday?
I forgot about that.
For like the yard sale and foosball
yeah.
and all that kind of stuff.
Did
So
you
I
sign up
assume
for
if that's
foosball?
I did, yeah.
Okay.
I
I
did
signed
this
up.
year.
I was able to get a slot this year. Last year, I
Yeah,
forgot.
last year I missed it. It was really quick last year. They were gone fast.
But last year there were
so-
some people who canceled, so I was able to
And if
slide
you
in
linger
there.
around that
slip in,
area, they're like,
yeah.
you want to
Yeah.
play? You want to play?
Yeah,
Wanna
got
play
to fill
game.
those slots. But I assume if they had the session list out, then they probably have a schedule somewhere at this point.
Okay, yeah, makes
I
sense.
mean, we're getting close, so I hope so.
How about you, Harold? What are you up to this weekend?
I have a research paper to do,
Oh no.
and then
Last minute.
I know it's so last minute. And then just like continue working on my setup so I can start building again.
Oh, you've been
see all that?
sorting, right?
I had to sort all that,
Oh,
like the old
That-
castle.
Oh, the tub.
you're
Yeah,
not unpacked all, are you?
I mean, No, it's
Harold
like
just moved.
other stuff.
He
From
just,
Virginia.
okay.
Yeah,
to
just organized.
he moved to
DC.
DC.
Okay.
As you can see, this changed again.
Yeah.
I had like bins over here, but I was scared that the shelf was gonna fall on me, so I just took them all out.
Oh,
What's that Lego thing?
sign
That's
right behind your head.
what is that? Is it print?
The
Is
Star
it like
Wars
a
bag?
sign?
Yeah, the Star
Oh,
Wars one.
the wall.
The one
Oh, it's the
in
Star Wars
that?
bag.
Oh yeah, see like the right
Yeah.
there.
Wow.
Did you
Yeah,
pay
the one-
$150 for that bag?
No, I was like, should I sell this? I was like, oh, 150 including the frame.
Wow.
Wait, but you got that bag for free, right?
Yeah, it was for a free bag, and people were selling it for 150. It sold for
Crazy.
150. Yeah.
What are we doing?
I
Hayden has
think-
basketball. I'm gonna be building that bus.
I know clearly you have plans on Sunday. Here I'm thinking, oh, let's do nothing so we can, I don't know, watch TV. But since you're leaving, I'm gonna make plans now.
No, I'll be in and out. Like it opens at 10, and then I'll
Yeah,
be home
I'll
at
be in and out too.
10:30. I don't linger around.
I'm 1 week out to my first 10K race.
Oh right.
In a while.
nice.
I used to run a lot and I just
Okay.
have not quite trained. I mean, who can not do a 10K?
Well, people who've never run.
Yeah, I guess so.
But going
So-
from a marathon to a 10K should
Yeah.
be okay.
I'm okay. It's just coming out of stuff. Anyway.
Yeah.
It'll be next week. Yeah.
Before we head out, Cody, what would you like to plug? Where can people find you?
I mean, you can find me on Instagram, Studlake, Matt
Oh,
Blackbricks.
Instagram.
I'll be on ACOB's channel periodically. You can catch me at Brick World. Friday we
I
got
was
the
gonna
release
say that. We're
party.
gonna see him soon in Chicago.
nice.
Now we won't be
Yeah.
so shy to talk to you at Brick World because
I don't know. I think he's gonna be a busy guy, you know.
I'm very excited this year. Now that I got a lot more names to the
Nice.
faces, I think this is gonna be a great year. We got a lot more people coming. We got guys coming from the UK,
Yes.
in the
Yes,
Girth
yes.
gang. So it's gonna be quite the crew this year, that's for sure.
Nice. Carol, give us. Oh, yes. No. All right. Go ahead.
All right. So thanks again to our guest for tonight, Studlake, for joining us on season 6, episode 21 of Full of Brick, and for all those who joined us in chat tonight, especially Papa Chip, Cheddar Bricks, ACOB, Brick High, Papa Rex, Pocket Master, Brick Dynasty, and Rob Claxton. Hopefully, we'll see a bunch of you over in Chicago. Otherwise, see us again next Friday night.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Cody, for joining us this Friday night. It was great
Yeah,
meeting
thanks for
you,
having
sharing your
Yes.
story.
We can't wait to get our box. Did we get a box?
Yes.
Okay. And get your crusty.
That doesn't sound.
No. So what is that?
Yeah, get your
But-
crusties.
Until next time.
It's
Merry
crusty
Christmas and
time.
bye.